Well, we watching football.
Third touchdown this season. Tucker has never missed an extra point in his career. Then adds one more to that total. So 4:15 into the game. Flacco was 4 for 4 for 51 on that drive. 7-0 Baltimore.
Introducing the all-new Volkswagen Chillin with App Connect and available Beats Audio.
In unfamiliar waters, hundreds of miles from base. All that training and discipline pay off. And you find out what your team is really made of. And these exotic waters? All thanks to rewards from my Navy Federal Flagship credit card. Looks like we're all winning this weekend.
You're going down there!
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
With artificial intelligence, we are not crawling or walking, we are flying. Microsoft AI helps an architect bring history back to life. This is now. AI helps farmers grow more food with less resources. An engineer explores how AI can help the deaf see sound. Innovation creates tomorrow, and tomorrow is here today.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by the all-new, totally remixed Volkswagen Jetta and by Microsoft Surface. Friday night, the 2018 class inducted into the Steelers Hall of Honor, including Rocky Flyer, Buddy Kyle, Alan Faneca, Bill Nunn, and Art Rooney Jr. Which when it comes to tradition, the gymnasts were saved by the men's tradition, a tradition like no other. Close to it anyway. Goes back. Pittsburgh will start at the 25. One of the guys missing is that man right there, Mike Hilton, who would have been on the field during that last touchdown pass in all likelihood elbow injury. They're also missing Morgan Burnett, who would be a starting safety.
Yeah, and anytime that slot receiver goes, you never know for sure exactly what the coverage is. If it's a quarters coverage, that means that Sutton was supposed to go with him, but either way, they go right by him. And for the Pittsburgh Steelers, giving up deep passes this year has been nothing short of a nightmare. I mean, this is a defense predicated upon keeping the ball in front of you, and they have been unable to do it this year.
It's been an issue over the last couple of seasons. So Roethlisberger, good protection on first down. 5-yard kill, mismatched McDonald, making it 2nd down and 5. So part of the great class, the quarterback class of 04, the last game against the Ravens, it was a Sunday night game in December of last year. He was only 44-66 for 506 yards. What a shootout that was. 39-38. Pittsburgh won it. You got Ryan Switzer, the ex-Cowboy and Raider, lining up in the backfield on 2nd down and 4. And the Bengals go 5 wide. Protection again. The pass is low. Intended for Antonio Brown. Now let's take a look at the Pittsburgh starters.
Ben Roethlisberger, Miami University.
James Conner, Erie McDowell.
Antonio Brown, Central Michigan.
Julius Smith-Schuster, University of Southern California.
Vance McDonald, Rice University.
Jesse James, Penn State.
Alejandro Villanueva, United States Military Academy.
Ramon Foster, Tennessee.
Marquise Pouncey, Lakeland Senior High.
David DeCastro, Stanford.
Marcus Gilbert, Florida.
Castro and Gilbert come back after missing last Monday night's game where they won in Tampa Bay by 30. 3rd and 4. Blitz coming. It's off quickly. It's going to be shy.
Oh!
Jefferson will roll through the end zone. How about that for a Ravens start? Pass taken out of the hands of McDonald. The crowd's looking at it. Does he want to challenge this or not?
See if he's down, see if he caught it. I would say he caught it, took it out. That was their contact as Jefferson was on the ground. That's going to be the next question.
Doesn't look like it at first glance. Okay, so there's the tackle.
Was a fumble recovered by the defense.
Takes it away.
Resulting in
Yeah, maybe his hand is on his right ankle.
I think they're going to put the ball right back there.
So that will probably take
That's all right. We still got the ball.
points off the board, but they're going to be in good shape inside the 20. The play is under review right now in Pittsburgh.
The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Until this happens.
Flight 291 has been delayed.
You need a charge. And all the plugs are taken and... well, there you go. But why have a remote control for your phone? Ah, that's why. And who needs a terabyte of storage? Unless... Right. The new Galaxy Note 9 has got more power than you need. Until you need it.
Introducing the all-new Volkswagen Jetta with best-in-class standard torque.
Eastside, what's good, dude? Sitting here watching football, chilling. About to roll up a blunt. Ravens and Steelers.
There is no touchdown after the review, but the Ravens will have the ball at the Pittsburgh 31-yard line because you have a fumble recovered here by Jefferson, and then Jefferson with control as he goes to the ground makes contact with McDonald, and so the play is dead right there.
That was a pretty remarkable play. I mean, he just picked him clean, and but for that little tap on the ankle, he was going to score a touchdown out of it. So, Baltimore Ravens, the more you looked at them and studied them, you saw the big play capability. They've already hit one of those. You saw the #1 ranked defense, and we've seen them show up already here. So they are putting on a show thus far.
Oh, they played the Titans today, right?
Into the game,
I think they played the Titans.
Flacco in the backfield.
I ain't exactly sure.
Pittsburgh shows blitz back off. And the pass is taken in at the 14-yard line by Chris Moore, who was the only receiver that was still here last year in Baltimore and caught a pass from Flacco.
One of the problems that this team is going to have is trying to cover the middle of the field. Of course, Ryan Shazier was simply so great at that. And Joe Flacco is playing with such confidence right now. And this offensive line, the protection has been absolutely perfect to this point.
And Jackson takes the snap. Lamar Jackson inside the 5, and he picks up 8. What a weapon this guy's going to turn out to be. Max Williams, number 87, led the charge. Second down, 2.
Yeah, basically, you're going to try and come around here and make the play on Jackson, but they've got a lead blocker coming right in front of Max Williams, and so he needs him in the hole. So more and more, they are coming up with creative plays, Marty Morningweg is, to get the ball to Lamar Jackson, and everybody seems to be comfortable with it, including Joe Flacco.
Second down and 2.
Oh, that was good. That game was close.
And it's down to Collins. Trying to fight for a first down. Appears to be a little short. No, what's funny, Chris, is that
that game was close.
5 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. 4 of them started.
23-26.
Jackson's the only guy who didn't. He's already been in front of this game.
Oh, and that went in overtime. Damn.
This is where the Baltimore Ravens have been the best in football. 12 for 12 in the red zone scoring touchdowns. And, of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers in this round will have no part of it going to 13 for 13.
And then inside the 20, and they scored a touchdown each time. And Mike Andrews, a tight end, off to the right, and then in motion to the inside. And then Flacco on a roll, looks for Collins, wide open, touchdown. Joe Flacco started the game 6 for 6 for 73 yards and 2 TDs. And 7 minutes in, Joey Porter wants to shield his eyes. He can't believe it.
Yeah, they're going to try and make sure nobody comes off the edge here and gets him. You can see that was T.J. Watt, and he thought he was being held on the edge, no call, and the Ravens explode out of the gates.
He's the perfect from inside the 20. You've got Tucker. 47 extra point attempt of the left. Cook pushes it down. The ball goes through.
You talking about my Comic-Con stream? Coffee? Oh, arguing with, oh boy. Yeah, well, yeah.
It's a computer.
We compare rates to help you get the price and coverage that's right for you.
That's amazing. The only thing that would make this better is if my mom were here.
What? An unexpected ending!
Corona Hotline? Hey, help us out. Was that last play a catch?
Catch. If it was up to me, they'd all be catches.
Just grab a Corona with your friends and have fun. Thanks, Tony. He said it was a catch. What?
Call now to find your game day beach.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, Joy. A lot of people, not a lot of party.
Yeah. Daryl needs to put the play in the playlist.
I can't stream out here.
Joy can. She's got the new...
I streamed from there yesterday. I got some swag. There ain't nothing to be jealous about. Just if you ever get a chance to go to one, go. Shit. Now I'm gonna give you some more. I'm gonna give you a little bit of warning about going to Comic-Cons. Make sure you wear some comfortable shoes and you eat first, because the food is expensive. Don't go to that motherfucker hungry.
Up in Foxborough. Kickoff is short. It bounces at the 11. Pulled in by Ryan Switzer. And he'll get dumped at the 22. So an ominous start for Pittsburgh. But take a look at this. Their last two games in this ballpark. Week 1 against the Chiefs, they gave up 42 points. You go back to the divisional against Jacksonville, they gave up
yes, you're not going to see no underage teenagers on my shit.
Home games, 87 points. Wow. You go back to the steel curtain defense in the 70s when they won those 4 Super Bowls. They had 4 seasons with 87 or fewer allowable season at home.
That terrible foul was literal.
Lady! What's up? Roethlisberger with a toss back here.
There we go. There we go.
Flag is down.
And there's some holding. They're going to call that back. Yeah, bring that back.
Tony,
Greedy, what the fuck is this? I'm sitting there watching football. You know, I'm watching the game.
Holding. Offense number 19. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That's over John Harbaugh said you want 2nd and 9 or 1st and 20. Here's that Steeler defense a moment ago on the bench. Porter there.
The Ravens won.
One-time linebacker. Assistant coach.
I'm sure they were feeling a little like we were. There was so much happening so fast that it was difficult to keep up with there for a little while. And then Lamar Jackson comes in and gives it a whole different kind of look.
Meanwhile, the Steelers getting themselves deep on the 1st and 20 from the 11-yard line. Then he's flushed out and then throws into the bench. Let's take a look at that Baltimore defense.
Raymond Williams, Rockwood Summit, Mark Pierce, Stanford University, Brent Urban, Virginia, Matthew Judon, Grand Valley.
You already know, man. You already know how I'm going to do. You already know.
Alabama, Terrell Suggs, Arizona State University, Brandon Carr, Grand Valley State, Tony Jefferson, Oklahoma, Eric Well, Utah, they're really you. Warren Humphrey, Alabama.
Oakland as well as ever is 12th in the league. 2nd down 20. Counter, prosecutor on the corner, just barely forced out by Carr. So Connor's a kid who went to the University of Pittsburgh, and since Pittsburgh trains at the same place that the Steelers did, they know all about him. He's the kid who had...
Yo, Greedy, when the commercial come, I'm going to show you what I caught from down there.
And the football player, 3rd round pick, and of course with Le'Veon Bell, not here, he's the man in the backfield.
And he's done a job. I mean, let's face it, he's got everything thrown 15 for 15. You can tell Ben Roethlisberger likes throwing to us and much more decisive as a route runner than Le'Veon is. Maybe that's no surprise. But now comes the fun if you're the Baltimore Ravens. You made it to 3rd down and you can do anything.
One formation to the right.
Oh, come on with the screen shit. Get him. Yup.
So the Raven offense has started early in the defense as well. Brown doesn't like a little shoving at the end of the play. Levine with the stop there, 4th down.
Well, anytime you play the Ravens, the hard part is you get all these guys around the line of scrimmage, and you just don't know who it is that the line should block. So they'll point out and make a mic call and figure out, right, there's the 5th guy, go block him. But generally, whoever you call is not who ends up listening.
Jordan Perry back to punt, and the Ravens are going to take a timeout. You know, you never know what you're going to get in this rivalry. I mean, it's been a slugfest. It's a heavyweight bout. Or 39-38 like last year. Which one are we doing tonight?
I still think we're going to get a bit of a shootout out here tonight. These two are...
All right, I picked this up from Comic-Con yesterday. Greedy. That's Venom, and the other side is the Ravens uniform. I mean, they had all the chains, but yeah, that you know, I'm gonna grab this.
He's had a struggle running a couple of punters recently to try out the very Kingston's job. He's going to call for a fair catch at the 44-yard line. So back up to hold it in at the 42. 6:08 to go in the quarter. Ravens with the ball again, 14-0.
A better SUV dares to ask why not. Like, why not versatile? Master of all seasons, all the prizes kind of versatile. Why not turn up the comfort? First class comfort. Why not make it rugged?
Real rugged.
But also smart. And of course, reliable. Friend picking you up at midnight, reliable. And why not end with a big statement? Honda, awarded Best SUV Brand for 2018.
Never-ending Pasta Bowl is back at Olive Garden, starting at $10.99. Come in for over 100 combinations of pastas, sauces, and toppings. With everyone's favorite chicken Alfredo, plus unlimited salad and breadsticks. Only for a limited time at Olive Garden.
DAZN, the new way to watch fight sports. Watch every moment for over 70 fight nights a year. Whenever you want, wherever you want. Let's get ready to rumble on DAZN.
Hi kids, I'm Carl and I'm a broker.
Do you offer $4.95 on the equity trades?
Great question. Say, for full service brokers like ours, that's tough to do.
Schwab does it.
Next question.
Do you offer a satisfaction guarantee?
Go what now?
A satisfaction guarantee, like Schwab does.
What are you teaching these kids?
Ask your broker if they offer award-winning full service and low costs backed by a satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like their answer, ask again at Schwab.
NBC Tuesday is the home of TV's #1 drama, This Is Us. There's no make me cry.
Well, you cried everything, so probably.
I said make me cry, but if I can tell. And now, Tuesday's #1 news show, New Amsterdam.
The system is broken. We can only help if we are willing to take risks.
2 amazing dramas.
It's a struggle for me to get out of bed every morning.
On one night.
How can I help?
This Is Us, followed by New Amsterdam. Tuesday is #1 on NBC.
So Joe Flacco last year, a year to forget. Second shortest depth of target downfield in the league. Yards gained per pass attempt, 4th lowest in NFL history, 5.7. But this year, 9th deepest downfield and 6.9, his highest in 3 games since the Super Bowl year. And in good measure because of those guys, the 4 new receivers, plus they have Hayden Hurst, the #1 draft choice tight end. He hasn't played yet. He's out with a foot injury. They start this drive from their own 42-yard line. Collins. This one stops him there. That's T.J. Watt. We'll see his brother J.J. next week in the Houston-Dallas Sunday night game. Second down.
John Brown caught the long one, but it was really Joe Flacco in his eyes that made this play. He looks hard left. He knew where he wanted to go with the football all the time. That inside position, that inside go. They say John Brown, if he's even, he's leaving. And he was leaving on that one.
They're going to split.
Good protection. Sends it to the outside. Caught there by Max Williams, and that's John Bostic, who corrals him immediately, setting up 3rd down and 8 for the Ravens.
Yeah, here's one of the key guys, I think, for the entire season. He has been the top-rated player on this defense, John Bostic, and I hate keep throwing out the name Ryan Shazier, but that's basically who he's trying to replace now. Speedy, 4.6, good cover guy, can get after the quarterback, too. He's going to have a big night.
Spread it out. Empty backfield on a 3rd down and 8. Still showing blitz from the outside. Here they come. He's in 5. Down the side. He got free. Wide open. 4th down.
fools the corner on the outside. Joe Flacco didn't have quite enough time to hold that football. That would have been another touchdown.
Sam Cook leads the league in gross punting, averaging 52 yards per move. Sends that one out of bounds at about the 15. Back to 30 seconds with the next section stats powered by EWS.
34, Super Bowl 52. As time ran down in the first, Nick Foles was about to complete one of the most improbable plays of the game. With each tick of the clock, AI from Amazon Web Services processed thousands of data points to generate real-time insights, proving that a 19% chance was all Foles needed to change the course of history. Welcome to the next generation of football.
Let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. A lot of times you can define plays and players by how deeply the ball is thrown in the air. Of course, we've seen a big change this year. John Brown, 19.9 yards. Tyreek Hill, the great deep threat of the Kansas City Chiefs, just 19.3. Last season, the Ravens leader, 13.8. You want to get a feel for how different this team is with John Brown and company? There you have it.
And that was Perriman, who's not even here anymore as Pittsburgh takes over at the 15. Steelers still looking for their first down. That's batted in the air and incomplete. Boy, they're all over the place. It's Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams out of Missouri Southern batting it back. Second down and 10.
Right. Even when they have a defensive lineman perfectly blocked, they still make plays. Brandon Williams is going to be blocked right down the line of scrimmage and just get in the throwing lanes here. He's basically moves out of the way. That almost ended up another touchdown for the Ravens.
Now they go Big Baby. Second down and 10. 15-yard line.
Here's half the state nation.
Over the middle, short game, and he's countered as a penalty.
Antonio Brown was happy. He pointed right at the referee, and I think he got the call that time on Marlon Humphrey.
Holding, defense number 29. 5-yard penalty, and automatic first down.
Indeed.
Well, you'll see it on the outside. Marlon Humphrey really has become the best of the cornerbacks on this Ravens defense. See that little double move, and there was no way he was going to let that one run by him for a big touchdown. Grab, right to call.
Took over 10 minutes for the Steelers to get their first down. The Ravens leading the league in total defense, which means they've allowed the least yardage in the league. Connor spins his way for a gain of a yard and a half, maybe 2, to the 22-yard line. So the new defensive coordinator, after Dean Pease had left and he's now in Tennessee, is Don Martindale. There he is. And of course, when your last name is Martindale, what are they going to call you?
Gotta be.
Wink.
There you go. He's a fun guy, though. He's talking about Le'Veon Bell. I said, describe him. He said he's a pitcher. He's got 4 pitches he can throw on for strikes. I said, how about James Conner? He said, he's got a great fastball. That's the difference, you know. It's the multi-dimensional.
Second and 8, and Ben's going to go deep and open up. The middle is Schuster, Juju Smith-Schuster. Very first half, so finally, the Steelers make 8th play.
Ben does not use much play action at all, but just a little play action thing.
Tuesday.
C.J. Mosley to suck up one step, and it was the speed of Juju Smith-Schuster, who is just becoming a star every single week. This guy ends up making more and more plays, 4 straight 100-yard games. He has been sensational.
Gain of 38 to the 40-yard line. As well, coming up with safety. Several years.
That's how we play around here. We ain't playing around here.
Baltimore playing great.
you'll never believe who ends up making the play. Watch how far he comes up here. And it's his job to fill that final gap, whatever that gap may be. And I'm just telling you, these two safeties for the Baltimore Ravens did this as well as anybody in the NFL. Tony Jefferson, Eric Weddle, they know where that final gap is, and they make tackles.
Switcher makes the catch and takes it to the 29 for a Steeler first down.
Come on, dude.
We really haven't seen the Ravens yet start to double team Antonio Brown, but we're starting to see it. This has been a part of the game plan here for a long time. It's time Eric Weddle, you've got coverage underneath with Marlon Humphrey and Weddle over the top. They are not going to, if they can help it, let Antonio Brown be the one that beats him.
Shindler was good. All the scholars on tonight. Okay.
That's Switzer. Man, you think about this rivalry, and that's one guy you always think about. Terrell Suggs, he's in his 16th season in the league. #1 draft choice back in 03. Playing great.
Yeah, 128 career sacks behind only Julius Peppers on the active list. And not playing quite as much as he has in the past. His snap count's down around 56%. But the plays he's in there, he looks like the old system.
He's between his sacks after 3 weeks and 2.5. Second and 4. And stops shy of the first down. Switzer is taken down by C.J. Mosley, who missed last week's game. The win over Denver. First round pick at 14. 3 Pro Bowls on his resume.
Yeah, and now, the more that the Ravens stay in this zone defense, which is really what they've been doing for the most part out here, the more Big Ben and the pump fakes start coming into play. Ben, with his eyes and pump fakes, can move the secondary around. Let's see if he begins to take advantage of that as he sees these zones.
Third.
This is a man coverage here.
Antonio Brown. And fighting his way for a first down is James Conner. And that will take us to the end of the quarter. It is the end of the first quarter in Pittsburgh. This is Baltimore 14, Pittsburgh nothing. Sunday Night Football back after these messages.
I can't believe it. That everything sticks to Stephon Diggs' hands. No, I can't believe how easy it was to spend hundreds of dollars on a car insurance with Geico. Cool. He plays football, huh?
Believe it, Geico could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
Lemonade!
I'll take a cup. I got this, kid. 1 cup of lemonade. Thanks. Time to pack up. Let's go, kids. Thank you.
NFL Sunday Ticket. Get every live game every Sunday and no extra charge when you switch to DirecTV. More for your day. That's our day. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same. But while some push high commission investment products, Fisher Investments avoids them. Some advisors have hidden and layered fees. Fisher Investments never does. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions from you, whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. Fisher Investments, clearly better money management.
First Man is the best movie of the year.
We're going to the moon.
Neil Armstrong was over it.
That is a big mother.
We know the what.
We got that fire!
There's no easy way to say this. They're gone, Neil. We need you to be commander.
We need to fail down here so we don't fail up there.
What are the chances this is the last time the boys are going to see you?
5, 4, 3, 2. First Man.
Rated PG-13.
Tomorrow and Tuesday, The Voice is back with its reigning champion.
Say my name, Blake.
Queen Kelly.
But what will it take to dethrone the Queen?
You may be seated. You may be seated.
The Voice, new tomorrow and Tuesday on NBC.
High above downtown Pittsburgh, aerial coverage tonight being brought to you by Geico. And if that song sounds familiar, yes indeed, we are in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Pittsburgh, PA. Al Michaels, Chris Collins with the show for you. Sunday night football, Baltimore up 14-0. But the Steelers driving right now. On the first down at the 19-yard mark.
40. What's up?
Roethlisberger, look out from behind, gets to the right, and it's incomplete. Terrell Suggs makes the acquaintance. Great amount of respect between these two.
I don't know what kind of vitamins Terrell Suggs takes for these games, but he's just been amazing in the games that we've seen, always around Ben. And Ben had to sort of laugh. He said, most people will talk trash to me. I don't pay a whole lot of attention. But Terrell Suggs talks trash in such an intelligent way, you can't help but think about what he's saying to you.
Very respectful trash talking.
Yeah.
Second down and 10. Back to him. Kind of looking for room, but runs into a pass full of white shirts at the 17-yard line. 3rd and 7. The Steelers have been great in the second quarter this year. Not so good in the first, but then they get it together. They have outscored the opposition 52-3 in the second quarter.
This is really Ben Roethlisberger's team now. When you see them go into the no-huddle, they just broke the huddle there. But when he's in no-huddle, he's calling the plays. The only way the Beaker ends up calling a play is if he turns around and looks at it.
Maybe his first year as the offensive coordinator had been on the staff. Todd Haley went to Cleveland. Roethlisberger looks to the left, throws, and it's broken up at the last moment. Brandon Carr breaks it up intended for Smith-Schuster, and it's 4th down.
Wow, as good a defensive play as you will see. Brandon Carr going against Juju Smith-Schuster, and Schuster has it. Watch this, he got it in his hands, and Carr's just going to get it right out of there. That was going to be a touchdown. Great play.
Brandon Carr, his 11th year in the league, he's never missed a game. He's made 164 straight starts, counting tonight. Here's Boswell. This is a 34-yard attempt. And he bangs it through with Pittsburgh on the board. 14-3 to score, back in 30 seconds.
I've seen things I shouldn't have, unnatural things. These people, they don't sleep. Like ever. They revel in extremes and defy limitations. These pursuits may seem unnecessary, but the scariest thing I can imagine is a world where this doesn't exist.
High above Heinz Field on this beautiful night. Temperature in the mid-60s. So there's Carr. Only Phillip Rivers has a longer starting streak. So Carr, 164. You look at this guy and you forget Jimmy Smith is suspended. He comes back next week. You have Humphrey on the other side. And you begin to wonder, Chris, whether that streak will continue on. He'll certainly play, but will he start?
And if yes, not, if Jimmy Smith is healthy, he is a real difference maker, so his own teammate may kill the streak.
We're very happy not to see Smith tonight. This is Tim White to run it back, but not very far. Tackled up at the 16-yard line. Most matchups between the head coach and quarterback duos. We got Harbaugh and Flacco, Tomlin and Roethlisberger. This is the 15th regular season game featuring that quartet. And you go back all the way to when Marv Levy had Jim Kelly and Don Shula had Dan Marino. They made 16 regular season games. So the most matchups between a head coach and quarterback. And this is 15 tonight, and 16 will come later this season in all likelihood in Baltimore.
Yeah, Tomlin and Harbaugh just one losing season between them.
Each has a Super Bowl win. Flacco buys.
There it is! There it is!
71 yards to the guy they call Smoke.
Look at all the protection they ended up in here with. This is going to go all the way across the field. The protection, the absolute key. This play takes about 4 seconds to develop down the field, and there's no way that Terrell Edmonds is going to keep up with John Brown. John Brown now has 6 catches over 20 yards the last 2 years. He had 5.
On the floor already tonight. Jackson, Lamar Jackson tonight.
No, I'm not drunk, but I'm drinking.
No, not Antonio. John.
I think that the untold story is the fact that this protection is back for the Ravens.
Ravens and Steelers.
Air of confidence, so you can see it.
Penalty here against the Ravens offside. Offside against the Steelers. Javon Hargrave. It's going to make the first and 5.
And I know that for Joe Flacco, getting the weapons and John Brown was a key thing. I don't care who you are. When they draft
Ravens, motherfucker Ravens.
you start looking out a little harder. You're coming to game series.
First and 5 to the outside. This is Max Williams. Spells his name, his first name with 2 X's. And he sets up a first and goal.
Well, and it's easy to go, oh boy, John Brown and Michael Crabtree and all this, you know, they drafted 2 tight ends. We haven't even seen their number 1 draft pick yet, Hayden Hurst. But this Mark Andrews has come in and really created some big play opportunities down the field as well. So the diversity at that position with Max Williams and Nick Boyle and now Mark Andrews too, pretty tough.
I go heavy here. Patrick Ricard is the fullback. He's also a defensive line who goes on both sides of the ball. Collins is the back. Look at the Collins. He's swing to the outside and call it back with the turn. And the line scrims and the ball's out. The ball's out. Pittsburgh has it.
No!
Collins got it back. Sean Davis looks like he's the guy who got in there. And a huge break for Pittsburgh.
No!
Hit it back early in the second quarter, 14-3.
Listen carefully.
This is important.
It's a warning, in fact.
Never fly first class. It ruins flying a coach forever.
And never date Joe Manganiello. He ruins men forever.
Never get a king-size bed.
Never had bacon.
And most importantly, never get Hulu. With tons of shows and movies, plus live TV.
They're on TV for you forever.
McDonald's new Trick Treat Win game has 1 in 4 odds of winning instantly, so you won't really need luck. Don't miss your chance to win your share of over 100 million prizes. Hurry in to play Trick Treat Win. Starts Friday.
The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Until this happens.
Flight 291 has been delayed.
Then you need a charge. And all the plugs are taken and... well, there you go. But why have a remote control for your phone? That's why. And who needs a terabyte of storage? Unless...
We got it? No.
Right. The new Galaxy Note 9 has got more power than you need. Until you need it.
Hello! Water break!
This is the Crown Royal Water Break.
Thank you!
That was the Crown Royal Water Break. Moderate your drinking to stay in the game.
I've seen things I shouldn't have. Unnatural things. These people, they don't sleep. Like ever. They revel in extremes and defy limitations. These pursuits may seem unnecessary, but the scariest thing I can imagine is a world where this doesn't exist.
NBC Comedy Thursday starts with the premiere of Superstore, where all your questions will be answered.
Circumcised. Yep.
Then get fired up for a new Good Place.
When your table's ready, let's go off.
I think this is real.
Thursday on NBC.
Those 2 guys converged. Sensabaugh and Davis to get the ball out of Collins' hands and give Pittsburgh the ball inside the 1-yard line. The only break for Baltimore is that it didn't go into the end zone. Otherwise, they would have had a touchback at the 20. Now they have to get some breathing room here, which Roethlisberger will attempt to do by going deep downfield on the left side, and it is batted away. And that's Brandon Carr doing it again, intended for Smith-Schuster, and we go back to the fumble.
Yeah, the difference between good and great players is great players get the ball out. Sean Davis here is going to team up with Sensabaugh to make the stop. But then Davis keeps going and strips that football out and really puts the Pittsburgh Steelers back in this game. That was a huge break that the Steelers needed.
And Edmonds, the guy who got beat on the long pass to Brown, there he is. Rookie number 34 with the recovery. First time that the Ravens have gotten inside the opponent's 20 this year and not scored. 12 successes. Roethlisberger throws wide open over the middle. Jesse James out to the 25-yard line. Tackled there by Tony Jefferson.
You always want to try and make big plays, right? Here they come, C.J. Mosley, but for the second time, they go play action. And Ben Roethlisberger takes advantage of it. There's just simply nobody back there. Jesse James wide open. There he is, and he knows it's over. He's pointing for help at that point.
They kind of did a nice job taking care of Weddle on the safety blitz that time. Number 24. And we're going to get
12 players on the defense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
With the first down and 5. It was Brandon Carr who was trying to get off the field.
Well, it's one way to double team Antonio Brown.
Right.
It looks so far to me like they might be covering Marlon Humphrey on Antonio Brown wherever he goes. We'll watch that a little closer. So far, I think Ben is really fooling this Ravens defense. They were dead last in use of play action a season ago, and even lower this year. They've earned it twice with that.
Now looking for his first catch of the night. Comes to this side. That's James Washington, and there might be 12 guys on defense again. Got a flag here.
What the fuck?
Correctly. Well, you've got the side judge coming over to tell Tony it might have been the 12th guy in the field. So hold everything. If it is 12 guys in the field, it's the first down. It was first and 5 at that point.
Yeah, didn't quite get off the field, I don't think. It's like, what is that, Chris Wormley?
It is.
Oh, come on, man.
Defensive end. So it's,
on the previous play, there was no foul for defensive with too many men on the field. The player had exited the field prior to the snap.
All right, so there is no foul there. It simply makes it second down and 1 instead of first and 10. Prior to 34. Yeah.
Prior to which snap? The snap I saw, he wasn't off the field.
Well, now we got another conversation.
You're going to challenge that there, right?
Oh, yeah, turn that mic off. Or Warren Mike Tomlin won.
So at the snap, did you have 11? Did you have 11?
I had 12. I thought we were in sub.
We were in sub, but here's the question. I had cleared the subs because they had a timely exit.
Okay. He doesn't want to challenge it. He doesn't want to challenge it.
What? You heard it. From the horse's mouths right there.
Let's go.
Here we go.
So you've got...
You're talking about right out there, right?
Right.
Let's see when that snap happens.
Well, after all of that, where are we? Second and 1.
We are confused. He was definitely on the field when that snap happened.
Yep. Second and 1 for Ben. Spreading it out. That's caught. That's McDonald breaking a tackle. And boy, so many of you saw that play last week in Tampa Bay, that stiff on Chris Conley going to the ground, and McDonald took it in in the end zone.
Yeah, I thought that play not only changed that game, but may have changed the season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You could see the way their players reacted to that stiff arm on the sidelines. All of a sudden, they were the Pittsburgh Steelers again.
That ignited them. Took a big lead at the half and then held on to beat the Bucs by 3. Connor. Not sure being a couple. And he goes to show.
Well, here is that Vance McDonald stiff arm that went viral. Vance told me he knew there was a busted coverage, and once he caught the ball, he just saw one defender in front of him.
Oh, damn.
He told me he had seen Avengers 4 the night before and wanted to put all his power into one punch. And now, when McDonald walked past teammates in the hallway, they all pretend they're being thrown into the walls.
Poor Conti, not only
And time was good.
Reserve this week.
Conti has a great sense of humor. The next game on Thursday night, I hope somebody does something embarrassing to be off the hook.
2nd and 7, Benjamin all the way back and fires.
Oh, come on.
Make the catch is Smith-Schuster for a first down. So Ben rolling all the way back and spinning, and Smith-Schuster keeping the play alive on his end and picks up the first down.
Great job by Ben Roethlisberger. Suggs is going to take an inside target at him. He's going to spin out, looking a little like Mike Vick, and then that 3-quarters delivery. But then it was Juju Smith-Schuster who just kept working back to his quarterback. Al, that's what quarterbacks love, is when they're in trouble and the receivers find them. They come and get the ball out of their hands in trouble situations. He's going to have a real friend on the field.
Number 7 in the backfield, you never give up. It's put over the middle, and his Switzer, he's made 4 catches. So Juju Smith-Schuster, I mean, is he the number 1 receiver? Why, statistically for the moment, you know, Brown's going to get doubled and triple teamed, and this guy's the beneficiary. He's still only 21 years old, only 22 until Thanksgiving. Came out of USC, their number 2 draft choice last year. And, you know, a guy who has speed, size, great hands.
Especially in that slot.
2nd and 4, and that is incomplete, so someone for those great hands. Of course, that is your basic kibosh. Man getting a laugh out of that out in Pleasanton. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, but what it's done is it's really taken some pressure off of Antonio Brown. So much so that I think Antonio is not overly thrilled with the idea that so many balls are going to so many different people in this offense. But Ben said, hey, remember there was a time when you were the other guy with Hines Ward, so let's make sure that we're distributing that to everybody because it's going to give you more opportunities. And if they get one here, Antonio looks like he's one-on-one.
3rd and 4. That's first down. There it is. Caught it. Antonio Brown. Flag at the end of the play. His first catch coming almost halfway through the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it's just a problem. You want to mix it up, and you want to play some man coverage against Antonio Brown. Problem is, there isn't anybody in the league can cover him one-on-one.
That was good for 17 yards.
Personal foul, illegal crackback block, offense number 30. A 15-yard penalty, and repeat, put her down.
Brown, of course, is thrilled.
There we go. Just take a look. Antonio Brown. You try and cover him. That's the best. For the Baltimore Ravens, he didn't get close. Ron Humphrey. There's... Wow. This is
Onside block on C.J. Mosley. Brown looking at it as you did.
Bring that shit back.
So that makes it 3rd and 19. Make it 3rd and 4 after the penalty, and that's called for a first down by Antonio Brown.
Wait, hold up.
Here's what you get. You have to pay attention to what's going on. They're going to bring the blitz this way, so you throw right into it. There's nobody to cover in here behind that. If they bring that force strong to that side, so you just take it, dump it down, first down, Antonio Brown.
So that moves into the 27. Brown still flipped off over the right back block ball on Connor. And then Roethlisberger for Browns, and get Brown into the game, being 7. Terry Royer, rules expert. Terry, what did you think of that play?
Well, he said crackback, Al. He made an illegal blindside block, and there is some helmet-to-helmet contact. So he's coming back across the field, makes helmet-to-helmet contact. So there is a foul. It's not much helmet-to-helmet contact, but they're going to go. They're going to call that when it happens.
But it wasn't coming back towards their own goal line, right? So it wasn't that.
It's parallel. It's coming parallel, close to parallel. It's on the, I get it, Chris. It's on the edge, but they're going to protect players.
Second and 3, that's tipped, and Smith-Schuster took a shot. So Juju was down on the Heinz Field grass here on a tip ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is turning into a real Ravens-Steelers game, and you just never know. So the ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then there's some time after that ball is tipped before Juju gets hit. Now, was there a little acting going on? Maybe. This is going to turn into one of those. I'm just telling you, I've been around this rivalry in this division a long time. You can already tell this is turning into one of those tonight.
And second time out for Pittsburgh.
Farther away you go, the closer together you feel. Memories built to last in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Right now, lease the all-new Santa Fe for $269 a month for 36 months.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meat.
We're sandwiches.
Hey, it's iPhone season at Sprint, and that means you can get the amazing new iPhone XS.
And it has a 5.8-inch Super Retina OLED display. Now that's a reason to party.
And did you know it's on a network built for unlimited?
I just wanted to press a button.
Switch to Sprint and we'll give you a new iPhone XS used with eligible trade-in. That's right, $0 per month on us.
Wednesday.
You ready, people? We're going to war.
Chicago Fire, Mid, and PD come together for an unprecedented television event.
Hold on to me and don't let go.
The Chicago Fire crossover event, Wednesday at 7 Central on NBC.
The government ripped this little girl out of her mother's arms. Somebody, somewhere, needs to stop this.
You arrested a federal agent.
New SVU, Thursday on NBC.
Hockey season is here. NBCSN Wednesday night, the opener, the Capitals raising the Stanley Cup banner against the Bruins. That starts things. And then the Ducks against the Sharks at 10:30 Eastern, a doubleheader. Hockey back on NBCSN. You know, hockey here, the Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. 16-17. Sidney Crosby in action this week as well.
An opportunity for big play. Everybody down around the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3, and Ben going for that big play. But the coverage is very good. Brown, the intended receiver. Weddle and Humphrey are both there And it's 4th down, but it's a good drive that started back at their own 1-yard line and consumed 79 yards.
Now, here's the problem. There's only one deep safety on the field, and this is the matchup we've been seeing all night. Humphrey staying on Antonio Brown, but watch Eric Weddle run right over the top. So, yes, the opportunity was there on that kind of defense to take a shot. It should have been to somebody other than Antonio Brown.
39-yard attempt coming for Chris Boswell. Well, we were very close to 21-3. Instead, with that drive after the fumble, it's 14-6. And Sunday Night Football is being brought to you by Untuckit. Shirts designed to be worn untucked, untuckit.com. And by the new super powerful Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Play 60 Tuesday, Joe Flacco and the Ravens. Athletes from Special Olympics Maryland for drills and flag football at their practice facility. 14-6. Ravens again coming into this game with a mark of 2-1. And Ben's Steelers coming in with a tie on opening day against Cleveland, a loss to Kansas City, and then a victory on Monday night against Tampa Bay. 1-1-1.
Now, Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, told the rookies this week, "You're not really a Raven until you play in this game." I think they might understand what he's talking about now.
Jim White, chance to run this one back. Gillespie at the 7-yard line. And gets drilled up at the 23. 6:21 to the half. Let's take a look at the updated standings in the AFC North. Bengals won a thriller today at Atlanta. Wild game. Ravens coming 2-1. Pittsburgh is 1-1-1, and a heartbreaking loss to the Cleveland Browns. Had a late lead out of Oakland and lost in overtime to the Raiders. So the Browns are 1-2-1.
The Ravens swept by the Steelers last year, and that's really what knocked them out of the playoffs.
Throws, and that is
I've seen that.
That's the former New Orleans Saint. Tackle there by Ken Sutton. First down.
I have to tell you what, I think one of the unsung guys of this season for the Ravens will be Willie Snead. The more you watch him play, the more you have a chance to see that it is those little one-on-one throws like we just saw to Antonio Brown, those little in-and-out moves sometimes that keep drives alive, that he may end up being as valuable on this season as John Brown or any of these other receivers.
Throws this caught at the 37-yard line by Mark Andrews, tight end. Had a big game last week against the Broncos.
Yeah, you can almost tell when Mark Andrews comes in the game that they're looking to try and throw it. When Mark Andrews and Buck Allen are in the game together, more often than not, those are the two guys, they sort of sneak them in on occasion in some big power-looking sets and then try and throw them the football.
Oh, come on, Crabtree.
That's Michael Crabtree. He's a great receiver, but he drops a lot of balls. Nobody's dropped more over the last 4 years, and that's the 6th time he's dropped one this season.
Come on, dude.
With a real reputation as being one of the best catchers in the football that there was, and I have no explanation for what's going on with him right now.
11 total drop passes for the Ravens this season. Buck Allen in the backfield. Twirling the towels.
Trying to pick out who's blitzing out of that crowd.
3rd and 8. Flacco goes to the sideline and incomplete. John Brown deep downfield. 4th down. Trevine covering on the play.
Here we go. You want to see some fancy blitzing? Watch TJ Watt here. He's up. Oh no, he's going to go back and cover. Here he comes right back at you. What they're trying to do is get those offensive linemen to say, oh, he's dropping. Let me go help over here and give him a straight shot to Joe Flacco.
Spin around. Sam Cook, the punt.
You get all kinds of crazy punts out of this guy. It's about 20 different.
Flag is down. Swisher's going to call for it, and maybe a failure. Kick after the 9. Got a Steeler who's down. You got 2 flags back where the kick was. Darius Hayward Bay. And Corrente coming over to discuss it with Tomlin.
Holding, offense number 41. Pittsburgh has exercised the option of a 10-yard penalty and replay 4th down.
Which they figured to do, obviously, because otherwise they would have had the ball at their own 9-yard line.
Yeah, it was actually a good penalty by Anthony Levine on that one. We'll see Darius Hayward Bay is going to loop right in here, and Levine right there is just going to grab him. Really has no choice, has a straight shot there at the punter. Sometimes you have good penalties, sometimes you have bad penalties. That was a good one.
Yeah, Cook had one block against Denver last week.
And the more set up for the return.
Scrimmage down to 28. Swisher, chance to run it back from the 21-yard line, only to the 24. 4:48 remaining in the opening half with the Ravens up 5-8.
Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look.
Son, look. An SUV that looks out for everyone is possible in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe with safe exit assist. What the hell are you?
Venom.
Are you gonna behave yourself?
No. PG-13.
Not long ago, Rhonda started here. And then more jobs began to appear. These techs in a lab, this builder in a hard hat, the welders and electricians do all of that. The diner staffed up because they all needed lunch. Teachers, doctors, jobs grew at lunch. What started with one job spread all around because each job in energy creates many more in this town. Energy lives here.
Chorizo from Chipotle is back for a limited time. It's grilled right in front of you with nothing artificial. It has nothing to hide. But you can wrap it in a tortilla anyway. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real.
Oh boy. Hey, Joy. A lot of people, not a lot of party.
Yeah. Darren needs to put the play in the playlist.
I can't stream out here. Joy can. She's got the new iPhone on Verizon.
Just got it. Best phone, best network.
Nice. And only Verizon gives you 6 months of free Apple Music. Daryl, no. Read the room. Sorry. It's okay. Okay. I did it. Yeah, DJ!
Life you had before is over.
Knock with the devil.
Anybody else? Oh my gosh. PG-13.
These two guys were teammates on the AFC team at the Pro Bowl a few years back, and they stayed in touch and have a great deal of respect for each other and text and talk to each other quite often.
Yeah, and right now they're matching wits, and Weddle is the defensive signal caller out there, and it is not always easy. There he is right there trying to figure out, he moves around all over the place.
Pass McDonald. It's a gain of 11 to the 35-yard line. First down. Clock ticking down to 4.5.
And the Ravens would love to stay in that two-deep look that you just saw on that down and basically dare the Pittsburgh Steelers to try and beat them with James Conner. I mean, that's really what they're looking for here. So they're going to stay back here, or they start drifting somebody up and double team an AP, whatever the case may be. That's the basic formula here.
This is his third choice and has it knocked away by Tavon Young, third-year guy out of Temple. Made a Nice place. Ben looked right, looked over the middle, quickly to his left, incomplete. Second down.
Yeah, Tavon Young is one of those guys that pretty good rush in the passer. Had a couple of sacks against the Bills, and when Jimmy Smith comes back, he will stay the slot quarterback. And then, of course, the discussion is that Brandon Carr that would go to the bench at that point.
You can see Smith-Schuster to the left, Brown to the right. Deep over the middle, was caught, and keeping his balance and dragging people with him is McDonald.
Come the fuck on.
Gain of 33. He's a runaway truck.
Don't need no stinking stiff arm. I mean, this guy has really become a fan favorite. Why not? There's one. There's two. Three almost got away from him. I mean, you better go in there man size. Forget about trying to get the football out of his hands. He almost broke down for a touchdown.
Shades of Mark Bavaro. He had a Google the other day. Find out who he was, the ex-Giant. I think those Andrews actually had a Google him, but McDonald's a Google him too. James Washington to the 27.
And somewhere Bill Belichick just threw up. Come on.
One more run. A look at the run by McDonald.
You know, it's hard to describe the personalities of teams. This does more for the Pittsburgh Steelers and his fan base than anything else you can do. Just physical, nasty, tough football.
Here they are, second and 4. And Dancing, waiting, throwing, and the catch is made by Brown. Touchdown. Yards to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, well, we're going to lose this game.
You get the big play by Vance McDonald to get them all fired up. You get Ben Roethlisberger scrambling around as only he can do in by time. And you get the Antonio Brown, who has been the best receiver in football for several years in a row now, and now they go for two.
At 63% is Tomlin going for the deuce to try to tie the game. On the 2-yard line to the outside, Connor will take it on.
Well, this game is over.
The game is tied.
We're going to lose.
76-yard drive, 5 plays, all passes. And Ben's already thrown a 224-yard tonight.
All right, we'll start on the outside. There's Antonio Brown. Because Ben Roethlisberger was able to buy so much time, double move, no problem. There he goes. Right over the top, really pretty good coverage, just a brilliant catch. But it's really set up by the ability of Ben Roethlisberger. Look at him, he's waving people down the field, comes all the way back. If I have this much time, I know 84's open. And the unsung hero, Alejandro Villanueva, staying right on Bowser on the outside. No foul there.
Really down in the foul?
That's Ben being Ben right there.
He's already thrown the ball 29 times tonight. Tomlin loves it. Brown has caught 4 for 57. This is White. This is 25 back to the 2-point conversion and tie the game.
Basically the same sort of play the Ravens ran out there. Just going to try and get a little wall built so you can get your back. James Conner right out here. Running screen, if you will. Illegal in basketball, but perfectly fine when these two teams get together. You can argue foul. You can argue a lot of things in this game, but these two teams going after each other hard right now.
Hello.
From the 23, 2:46. Ravens have 2 timeouts. Back to the ground, Buck Allen. His name is Javorius. McDonald got him going.
There's just no question about it. I've played in a lot of games here. I've broadcast a lot of games here. And when they play Renegade, or when you see somebody make a play, like we just saw out of Vance McDonald, gotta get them going. Plus the fact they all saw that one last week. You know that was the buzz around here for the whole week.
Oh, yeah, they gave a big hand when they came out with a tone for pregame. Ravens going to let the clock wind down to the 2-minute warning. We were 36 inches away from the score being 21-3 Baltimore. Then he had the fumble. 2-minute warning was 14-14. On Sunday Night Football.
I'm Emma. I'm Claire, and we're the Salmon Sisters. We run the business from the boat. It's a really small space. This new service goes the perfect size. I love having something that I can hold in my hand. We're proud of this way of life. We're proud of the work we're doing.
USAA presents this salute to service moment. From supersonic F-16 fighters in formation to the awe-inspiring power of the U.S. Air Force's B-2 stealth bomber, the roar of a military flyover is the highlight of NFL pregame activities. This powerful display represents an aerial salute to military members past and present. Call in a flyover to honor your military hero at salutetoservice.com.
Your sandwich, sir.
You're not flying? Wow. I mean, give me the 4-hour flight. Couple movies. Next thing you know, we're in the hotel watching TV. But days in the car with the kids? Stopping all the time? Boring. I don't get it. Well, we like driving.
Memories built to last. They're possible in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe, our most advanced SUV ever.
Coming up to the Toyota halftime, we're putting together Earl Thomas and that injury, the bizarre game with Baker Mayfield, and even though 3 OT games, gang, no extra time for Sunday.
It's not looking good for me.
Okay, Mike, another crazy Sunday at Arnold Jr. You got Alan Faneca, Rocky Blyer, all part of a tradition-filled weekend in Pittsburgh. The 2 minutes to go. Flacco throws too high in the hands of Willie Snead. We'll make it 3rd down and 9.
So one thing you know about the Pittsburgh Steelers is when they start to get on a roll, the terrible towels come out, you need somebody to make a play. Somebody has to quiet this mess that's going on for the Baltimore Ravens right now. You do not want to punt this football back to Big Ben when they're on a roll like this. This team can come back. And they Kansas City out 21-0. They came back to tie it 21-21.
Crowd roaring, Flacco to the outside and reaching up and making the catch of Snead, the big play you're talking about, to move those chains with 1:46 and tick them down.
And here's torture as a wide receiver. You know they're going to run this trap coverage on the outside. The corner's going to peel back around and hit you. You might as well catch it because they're going to hit you hard anyway. Snead did it.
Well, Flacco, look out. Down he goes. 29-yard line. Bud Dupree. The linebacker at a pick 6 on Monday night with the sack. 7-yard sack.
You know, they flip-flop sides with Bud Dupree and T.J. Watt, and now the speed of Bud Dupree playing on that defensive right side has really allowed him to be much more of a playmaker.
Second down call at 16 from the 30-yard line. Dumps it off over the middle. That's brought by Allen, and Buck Allen comes close to getting a first down, tackled by Williams. And timeout is taken by the Ravens. That's their second with a minute to go. It'll be 3rd down and 1. when play resumes.
It never disappoints, does it? I mean, it really doesn't. We've done a lot of these games, and there's just something about the matchup, and it's like two bullies in the same room, and they both think they're going to out-physical the other and beat them up, and here we go again.
And it's crazy. The Ravens started out so hot. If you joined us late, they had a 14-0 lead. A few minutes into the game, we're ready to take a 21-3 lead, and that was Collins' fumble at the 1-yard line as he went in. And the next thing you know, Pittsburgh marched down the field, got right back in it with a couple of field goals. Touchdown, 2-point conversion. Third one. Collins and Allen are both in the backfield.
Last week they handed it off to the fullback Allen.
And they do it again. He's going to probably come up a little short. Again, all depends on the spot. Line just comes in and take a look at it. And they are going to be short.
Really athletic play that time by Vince Williams. He is going to jump into the right gap, see Allen jump out, and then get over there to make the play.
They line up to go for it, 4th and inches. It's the first time all season they've not converted on a 3rd one or 4th and 1. They're just going to let the clock run down here. Steelers are going to get the kickoff in the 3rd quarter. They're just going to let it run down and punt.
It's a really good play on the part of Harbaugh right there. Because if they go out there with the punt team, he probably calls timeout, does Tomlin, and instead he goes out like he's going to go for it, so Tomlin doesn't want to risk they're going to get it and keep the drive alive. A little give and take from both coaches there.
Right. Tomlin had one time, and I couldn't use it. Flacco lined up, and now they'll boot it, and in all likelihood, we're going to go to the locker room. Tied up.
Let's see if they have one more special rush. They got close, but for the holding call on Anthony Levine, they might have blocked one. Let's see if they have another rush lined up.
Fair caught 12-yard line. Switzer with 10 seconds.
Well, here we go. There's always a trigger point in some of these great matchups, and Vance McDonald has been the trigger point in this one. He got started early, and when he makes plays, he's just pinballing off of everybody. A little shot at Chief Sizzle there, maybe a block in the back there. This is just Steelers and Ravens, and then the defining moment so far this game right here. As McDonald just taking over. And the very next play, I do believe, right there. Down the field to Antonio Brown with a great bend play, and enjoy a cold drink of something and come back soon for the second half here. It's only going to get better.
McDonald, the next 49er, traded over here last year. Hot start for the Ravens, but now we're tied. 14-14 coming up next round at halftime. Mike Tirico to tell you what's on tap.
All right, Alan, Chris, thank you. Rodney and Tony going to join me. We have a very action-packed halftime. It includes the first start for the #1 pick, Baker Mayfield. Controversy in that game, injury and insult with Earl Thomas. And it may not be the play of the week, but it's the call of the week. We'll let you hear it on the start of halftime coming up right after this.
Want to stay up to date? Hey Siri, show me football scores. Tomorrow, the claws and the crown come out.
Say my name, Blake.
Queen Kelly.
But what will it take to dethrone the queen?
You may be seated. You may be seated.
Then, it's Monday's #1 news drama, Manifest.
Where did that plane go for 5.5 years?
It's America's newest obsession and the biggest show of the fall. New Manifest, after The Voice, tomorrow on NBC.
Xfinity Mobile is a new wireless network designed to save you money, even when you've got serious binging to do. Wherever your phone takes you, the wireless bill is about to cost a whole lot less. Use less data with a network that has the most Wi-Fi hotspots where you need them and the best 4G LTE everywhere else, saving you hundreds of dollars a year. And ask how you get Xfinity Mobile included with your internet. Plus, get $300 back when you buy a new smartphone. Xfinity Mobile. It's simple, easy, awesome. Click, call, or visit a store today.
It's not just Truck Month. It's Len Stoller Chevy's amazing Truck Month with loaded Colorado 4x4s for $0 down and $283 a month. Or Phoenix Chevy Work Truck that lists for $32,155, just $19,992. Or a Silverado Crew Cab All-Star listing for over $50,000, just $34,655. Just part of the huge savings on Len Stoller Chevy's huge truck inventory. But there's a catch. If you don't get your amazing truck deal now, it's adios amigo. Get the Len Stoller Chevrolet Westminster.
When Food and Wine magazine named Royal Farms world famous chicken the best fast food fried chicken in America, I wasn't surprised. It's made fresh, never frozen, and hand breaded with a special blend of spices and served hot and juicy. Delicious. I guess that makes me Rofo's new chicken bit.
Not so fast.
Right now, our world famous chicken is just $10 for the 8-piece mixed or 10-piece dark. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
It's the model year-end event at BMW of Towson. Right now, lease a 2018 BMW X2 X-Drive for just $329 a month. Or a 2018 BMW X1 X-Drive for just $419 a month. Friendly Priority 1 service with no appointment necessary, and we'll service your BMW no matter where it was purchased.
We're not just another BMW dealership.
We're a family dealership.
BMW of Towson, where you are always Priority 1.
Tonight's big game brought to you by BMW of Towson.
Hurry up at NFLShop.com, the largest assortment of official NFL fan gear anywhere. Every team and all the players you love. For a limited time, get free shipping with promo code SIDELINE. Visit NFLShop.com today.
Welcome to the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
Flip the switch on this one. Brown receivers on both sides. That's right. Baltimore's and Antonio from Pittsburgh. A touchdown catch here. 14 all at the break. Brown's done a lot for both teams. Toyota halftime, Mike Tirico, Rodney Harrison, and Tony Dungy. Wow, this thing flipped.
It did on one play. It looked like it was going to be a rout. Baltimore's going in to take a 3-score lead. Alex Collins fumble turned the whole game around.
Told you guys in the pregame, it's going to come down. Kickers will come down to the field goal kickers.
About right. So you know this division games are usually tight. In this division is Cleveland. How about the Browns and the Raiders? A game a lot of you didn't get a chance to see. It was a terrific game. Start number 1 for the number 1 pick, Baker Mayfield, 295 yards. 2 touchdowns, including this one to Jarvis Landry. They turned it over 4 times. His team was up 14. Raiders come back to some very big play of the game, Tony, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this first down is going to ice the game. They called it a first down on the field, and then on replay overturned it. Replay is supposed to change clear and obvious mistakes. There was nothing clear and obvious about that.
One of a couple of bad calls that went against the Browns. Raiders come back. Touchdown, Jared Cook.
Amari Cooper had a big day, but Jared Cook, 2 touchdowns. That was a huge one in the red zone.
Within 2, Jordy Nelson ties the game, 42 all. It goes to overtime. A missed field goal earlier from
Joe B was good, homie. I needed to settle.
John Gruden gets win 1. Raiders win by 3. That's 1 game. Here's the rest of Sunday in 60 seconds.
Probably acting like a bitch. I don't know. Y'all work it out. Yeah, that's what happens when sometimes you bet the spread.
It's not just magic today, it's Trubisky magic.
We should fire every person that was on our field today, starting with me.
Touchdown goes screen right. Elliott down the right side. Elliott for the pylon. Touchdown. My goodness, the coach goes for it, and they come up short. What a huge turn of events.
That was the risk we were willing to take.
Well, back to throw.
It does not look promising for Earl Thomas. Fractured leg for the all-pro safety. So here's a guy who wanted a new contract, and maybe he wanted out of Seattle, and the emotional reaction to that injury today in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Earl Thomas, but I don't agree with the way he handled that situation. He has a lot of young guys on his team that look up to him, but he also has a lot of young fans, and that's just not the way you deal with adversity, Coach.
Yeah, and I love Earl Thomas as a player and as a person too, but it was clear because of his contract situation, he didn't want to be there. We were all over Vontae Davis of Buffalo when he quit at halftime, but if you don't want to be there, you shouldn't play.
That gesture towards his sidelines he was going off and we talked about for a while. There were some standout performances, late decisions on fourth down, parking spot earned one, and I know both of you guys, gutsy call by Mike Vrabel going for it on fourth down, and now guess what, Coach? 3-1 first place.
Yes, and my parking spot goes to Ezekiel Elliott, over 240 yards. Great job today.
We'll see you next Sunday night again.
Yes.
Up next, the best plays for the entire week in football, but first, Toyota plays a game of tag and shows us just how fun it is to be in.
Tag.
Yeah. You gotta pay what you owe.
Toyota, let's go places. Tomorrow, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is more than pain. It's personal.
Your life has forever changed.
Survivors, their stories, and the power of hope on Today.
With the call of the week, that's yeah, Rex Nelson, he's all over on Cheetah Baptist. They're 5-0. Amen to that. Scott Brown, touchdown catch there. All even at 14. Steelers ball. And you'll be with Al, Chris, and Michelle on the other side of this.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places. Thursday, all your questions will be answered. First on Superstore, their secret's out. Now what's next?
For my question, I'm gonna need a candle and a bagel.
And what happens to the good place when the devil makes a deal? May the worst demon win. And what's David Schwimmer doing on Will and Grace?
You flirted with me. Flirted? You mean when you talked and I didn't stop you?
And what's the new night for Amy Poehler's new comedy, I Feel Bad? Learn the answers to these and other questions on NBC Comedy Thursday. Thursday on NBC.
Here's to the quality of excellence and physicians from the orthopedic specialty.
Let me say one thing, Brivio, how you doing? How you feeling? Shout out to you and your beautiful family. Now you gonna start some bullshit. Yeah.
Treatments for the full spectrum of foot and ankle disorders. Mercy is proud to offer top quality sports medicine care in your community, helping athletes recover. Led by doctors J.P. Rue and Jesselyn Adams. State-of-the-art treatments for patients needing interventional pain medicine and programs for shoulder, elbow, and hand care. Dr. Chuck Edwards leads the Maryland Spine Center, a team caring for spine injuries and deformities with options ranging from minimally invasive surgery to non-operative treatment. Mercy Orthopedics is once again named by U.S. News and World Report as one of the nation's best. 1-800-MD-MERCY.
What is that?
Google Pixel 2. What can you do? A lot.
Can I tell you where to leave?
Yes, now.
And the fastest way there?
Yep.
Can I take a selfie just by saying take a selfie?
Yep. No, dude.
What happens if I snap this?
It gives you
No,
She likes it.
Do I still have to sit here for ages?
No, just tries in 15 minutes.
Well, it's ever something.
Definitely not. That's actually preferred here. I don't know where you got that shit from.
broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Week 4 concludes with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then Week 5 kicks off with Thursday night.
Joking equal talking shit equal off limits. You know, you can joke around, you can talk shit, it just levels to the shit. Just don't go too far out of bounds.
All on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Amazon Prime Video.
We are off to a fast start. Michael on the roll, looks for Collins, hits him wide open, touchdown. And the catch is made by Brown, touchdown.
Chevy is their JD Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs.
65 degrees in the Berg, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on this Sunday night. 14-14 as we go to the third quarter. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle DeFoya with you. Flacco, hot start tonight. 193 yards. They had a 14-0 lead early, but back came Ben. It's on 224. John Brown on one side, Antonio Brown on the other. Seven the key receivers tonight. A heck of a ball game.
Yeah, I really do. And really pretty good offensive line play by both. And when Joe Flacco has been kept clean in this game, he has done a lot of damage.
Pittsburgh gets the ball first from the goal line. Switzer. Room to roll out to the 35 he goes. That's where they'll set up shop. And we'll go to a show.
Well, as Mike Tomlin was walking into the locker room, he had an angry discussion with his defensive coordinator.
You are always welcome in my strength. Just like a lot of other people. And some of y'all don't get along. It is what it is.
We can blow them out, but it's not going to be a blowout. We want to hold on to the ball as much as possible and make the most of our possessions.
All right, thank you, Michelle. So let's see what Roethlisberger, who threw 66 passes against Baltimore Stadium last December, from 29 to 9, pace for 58. He gets this drive from the 34-yard line. On the ground. Looking for some room. Gets by 3. Suggs makes the tackle.
One of the things that we really haven't had a chance to talk about is that they're healthy again on this Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line.
Anybody views, I mean, you are always welcome in my shit.
All of football and Marcus Gilbert both coming back from injuries. And so this offense has looked much more complete here in the first half.
And so is everybody else.
They had to adjust with that graphic got earlier in the second quarter. They added to those totals. Gain of about 4 here, third and 2. They have now, in the second quarter this season, outscored the opposition 66-3. And they go on now against a team of defense in Baltimore in 3 games that has not allowed a second-half touchdown.
Something has to give here now, so.
See what gives.
Here we go.
Brown lining up in the backfield for the moment before he splits to the right. Bunch formation down the bottom of the screen, and the pass is behind Switzer, and that gives him another opportunity. So he's behind it, he's tackled for a loss there, and then make it 4th down and 8.
Yeah, here's what happened on that play. You get Terrell Suggs, who was picked off a couple of them against Ben in the past. He didn't go down and try and get the pressure. He split the difference out there to that bunch formation, and Ben was a little nervous. He didn't want to throw one that went into the other end zone by 55.
Roy was smelling. Jordan Berry. Tim White flips over. Makes a catch and steps out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. One company back to work in a tie game in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
loved one.
Hey, Joy, a lot of people, not a lot of party.
Yeah, Daryl needs to put the play in the playlist.
I can't stream out here.
Joy can. She's got the new iPhone on Verizon.
Just got it. Best phone, best network.
Nice.
And only Verizon gives you 6 months of free Apple Music. Daryl, no.
Read the room.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
I did it. Yeah, DJ!
What do you mean it's not working out, Craig? I mean, I just introduced you to my parents.
Craig and Sheila broke up. What? Really? Craig and Sheila broke up? Right. What happened? Oh, that was her. Craig and Sheila broke up.
Craig and Sheila. As long as office gossip travels fast, you can count on Geico saving folks money.
Craig and Sheila broke up. What?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
McDonald's new Trick Treat Win game has 1 in 4 odds of winning instantly, so you won't really need luck. Don't miss your chance to win your share of over 100 million prizes. Hurry in to play Trick Treat Win. Starts Friday.
The all-new Lexus ES is stolen. Hijacked from dreams. Pulled from decades of obsession. Taken from the souls of artists. We confess we stole everything we could from everything we've ever mastered and put it on here. The all-new Lexus ES. Every curve, every innovation, every feeling, a product of mastery.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Welcome to Wednesday Night Hockey. Boston brings it to D.C., where the champs will raise their Stanley Cup banner. And later, Erik Karlsson makes his Sharks debut. It's a Wednesday Night Hockey doubleheader on NBCSN.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. This was yesterday, homecoming game, Shadyside Academy, improved to 5-0, beating Apollo Rich, Mike Collins' sons, Dino and Macy, starring for Shadyside, combining for, there's Dino, combining for 6 touchdowns. Sign them up.
Wow, pretty impressive.
Very. Collins is the running back, starting with 26. Collins earned 4 yards to the 30.
Big matchup on the outside with right tackle James Hurst, a very good pass blocker going against TJ Watt. He's really done a pretty good number on him. You will see time after time Flacco really being able to step up in the pocket and take that extra second or so. And when he was kept clean in the first half, 11 for 14, 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. Keep Joe Flacco clean, and it was tough to stop them.
He did a good job on Von Miller last week. And that's saying something.
Look at time.
But the secondary does its work.
There we go.
Underneath to Max Williams.
There we go.
47-yard line for a Raven first down. Gain 17 yards.
Yeah, well, it always helps to have a good tackle, but sometimes it helps to have a little help from your back out here as well. That time they end up pulling Alex Lewis out around and got the chip from Alex Collins. So a lot of different looks they're throwing at this Pittsburgh Steelers front in protection.
That was 14-18. And now 15-19 as he gets smoked Brown at the Pittsburgh's 41-yard line. Joe Hayden makes the tackle.
Here's what they're doing now. They're going into a run look, so they've got extra tight end, go hard play action, get these guys to step up, start sneaking people in behind. And that's really a difficult thing to try and do. The Pittsburgh Steelers, by their very nature, you don't get drafted here unless you're aggressive. And sometimes opponents can take advantage of that.
Big run here by Alex Collins. Collins has carried the ball 7 times for 28 yards.
Yeah, then just about the time you hesitate a little bit, they do run the football. There's John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. They're tremendous football coaches. And kind of different styles, but in some ways the same, don't you think? I mean, they both very honest, great interviews for us. For both of them, we always enjoy our conversations.
Second down and 5. Flacco going for it all, and it's incomplete. Looking for a flag was Brown. There is none. Hayden with the tight coverage. It's 3rd and 5 upcoming.
Yeah, and you're wondering how much of this sort of corner and slot blitz are they going to be able to do without Mike Hilton in the game. That time they brought Cameron Sutton. See if there was a little tug at the end. Well, Brown thought so. Officials said no. A little tug of the jersey.
That 3rd down, that brings the crowd to its feet with a 3rd and 5. Throws as a flag down and happened before the snap.
False start.
Tony Correnti, the referee, tells us.
False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
So the tackle Ronnie Stanley, the first-round pick out of Notre Dame 3 years ago.
Yeah, and that penalty is big, Al, and I'll tell you why. Because now, defensively, the Pittsburgh Steelers could get into one of their blitz packages, hopefully make you throw it hot, because you don't have the right protection in the game to pick it up. And then all of a sudden, you're just going to make the tackle short of the first down. So that 5 yards was really significant.
Martindale has set in here. 3rd and 10. Protection is good. There's all kinds of contact, and the pass is incomplete. It had Sensible covering John Brown for down.
Yeah, that time they bluffed the blitz. Everybody looks like they're blitzing, but instead they're just playing man coverage with 2 deep safeties. They go 2-man instead of a blitz there, and it fooled the Ravens offensively. That was a big 5-yard penalty.
Sam Cook, this is his 4th punt of the night. Tries to pin it in. Okay. Bounds into the end zone. Steelers go to work for the 20 in a 14-14 game at Heinz Field.
Why bother mastering something? Why test a hybrid engine for over 6 million miles? Why hand-tune an audio system? Why include the most advanced active safety system in its class, standard? Because when you want to create an entirely new feeling, the difference between excellence and mastery is all the difference in the world. Introducing the all-new Lexus ES. Every curve, every innovation, every feeling. A product of mastery. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
I'm Ken Jacobus. I'm the owner of Good Start Packaging. We distribute environmentally friendly packaging for restaurants, and we've grown substantially, so I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And last year, I earned $36,000 in cash back. That's right, $36,000, which I used to offer health insurance to my employees. My unlimited 2% cash back is more than just a perk. It's our health care. Can I say it? What's in your wallet?
I'm Emma. I'm Claire, and we're the Salmon Sisters. We run our business from the boat. It's a really small space. This new surface goes the perfect size. I love having something that I can hold in my hand. We're proud of this way of life. We're proud of the work we're doing.
Hello? I hear you're looking for some celebration help.
Yeah,
I'll be calling you back in 20 minutes.
I love
You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out.
Shake it all about.
And the Reds hobble the title holders. All the way left, feeling blue. All rise for Premier League mornings. Liverpool, Manchester City on NBCSN.
Stability, a half century. The Steelers have had 3 coaches. Chuck Noll, 69 through 91, he won 4 Super Bowls, all in the 70s. Bill Cowher, 92 to 06, he won his Super Bowl. After the 05 season, Mike Tomlin 2007 to present. Won his Super Bowl in Tampa against Arizona in a classic game. Art Rooney was the major domo on the team. The Rooney family started this team. It's always been a Rooney family team. And boy, you talk about stability. You know, Chris, Cleveland, Buffalo, and the Colts have had 18 head coaches. 18 in that period of time. From the 20-yard line, Roethlisberger throws, and that's a 7-yard pickup. Right over the middle as it's held in there by Schuster. That's his third catch of the night. Second down.
Al, what you hit on is just so important, too, because you craft to the same system. You have the same style of play. They want that same toughness built into their football teams. And you don't change coaches, you don't have to change philosophy.
That's at the 30-yard line. For a first down, Switzer is there. Weddle pops him, and that will move the chains.
Ryan Switzer's been around a little bit too, hasn't he? He's played a couple times this year, so he's been all over the place. But he is that little joystick player inside as well. He's that in and out, quick cut, move the chains just like he did.
This pass is 121 yards. That was the timely one. Here he is again, and that'll help the receiving average. First down at the 41-yard line, or close to it.
Well, that catch was nothing for Ryan Switzer. Take a look at this. That was harder than the one he just made. They're going to make it a little harder. Let's just go one hand. Amazing. It was amazing that I ever played this. You can see some of these guys and what they can do.
First down, they hit Brown. Slips the tackle, and he's part of these fourth down rounds by Levine. Broke away from Humphrey. 8-5, second down.
You know, the one thing they do miss in this game, though, is Jimmy Smith is one of the few quarterbacks in the NFL that has had success covering Antonio Brown. There just aren't many of them, and he comes back after this week, and I asked Harbaugh whether or not he looked like the old Jimmy Smith, and he said yes. So this is a good secondary as it is. We'll get better.
To the 47, Switzer on the carry. 3rd and 4.
Well, let's take a look. Antonio Brown has wrecked the game many a time with John Harbaugh and this Ravens defense, so they are going to pay a lot of attention to him. When they do go man-to-man coverage, it comes right back to him. Inside the zones, they'll drop it off, but so many times we've seen this. That only getting by a little bit of time. Antonio Brown scramble right with Ben. Can't stop.
To the outside and too high. Intended for Brown there. So it's 4th down. Running group comes back in halfway through the 3rd quarter.
I don't know what happened to that throw. I don't know if that one slipped. He didn't get the laces. I don't know what happened. He was staring right. Antonio Brown had what he wanted. Stepped a little out route. Missed it by a mile.
Pulled it with Healy. This is Berry's 3rd punt. Very short kick. And White comes up and clear catches it at the 20-yard line. 7:24 remaining in the 3rd. In a tie game.
In June, Nick's mom made 13 calls to the T-Ball League, hoping to help her shy son make some new friends. There was a group text from the coach asking parents to please monitor their kids' sugar intake before games. Nick's dad watched countless videos to try and help his son perfect his swing. There were 11 texts after the 2nd game when a new friend invited Nick over for a playdate. His parents shared over 100 videos of highlights, smooth dance moves, and the time Jimmy Carlisle stole 3rd. Almost. But when the final out was made, the score didn't matter. They put their phones away to watch their son, who finally felt part of a team.
You're on a hotline?
Hey, Tony, I'm stuck out here grilling, missing the game.
Yeah, but you have special powers.
What?
Just shake that empty Corona.
Whoa. Powers.
Use them for good.
Call now to find your game day beach.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches!
Is it me, or do all banks feel the same? That's why Capital One is building something completely different. Capital One Cafes. Welcoming places. With people here to help you, not sell you. With savings and checking accounts with no fees or minimums. That are easy to open from right here or anywhere in 5 minutes. No smoke, no mirrors. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Tuesday, the power of lasting love.
Come on, Ben. What's the Mormon looking?
Heard that one before.
In a season full of surprises. Emmy winner Ron Cephas-Jones returns to This Is Us. Tuesday after The Voice on NBC.
Last call, Kyle Busch conquered the Monster Mile, and he was in to another step toward the championship. NASCAR Cup Series playoffs at Dover next Sunday, 2 Eastern on NBC. SN. The stride starts with Flacco over the middle. Crabtree breaks the tackle and gets the first down again, 13 to the 33-yard line.
Now that's what Michael Crabtree's supposed to look like. They come with a blitz off the edge, so he knows he's going to get a simple little slant route, catch it strongly in your hands, and break a tackle. That's what he's built to do.
33, Collins has room. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. Alex Collins started his career in Seattle. They had a ton of passes. Including Thomas, Rule, C.J. Procise, McKissick, and he went out the door and found a home in Baltimore.
Now, this offensive line for the Ravens, and I know they're healthier, and they got the great Marshall Yonda back and all those things, but they are so much better than a year ago.
That's incomplete. Michael Crabtree could not hold on, setting up a third down and 3.
You know, really across the board, every position basically is a new guy. James Hurst playing over there, right tackle. He was the left guard last year. Lewis had a shoulder injury all year. Ryan Jensen was the center, and Yonda had a broken ankle. So took a lot to piece Humpty Dumpty back together. And here comes Joe Flacco on again.
He's wide. That, of course, means that Lamar Jackson is going to take it, follow Allen, and try to shoulder his way for a first down. Very, very close. Sensible makes the tackle. The ball is spotted a little short of a first down. At the 42-yard line.
Hey, Les Sensabaugh made some big plays. He's the one that made that play on the goal line as well. There's nobody else in sight. This is going to be a first down all the way. I think that's Sensabaugh right back there.
He and Sean Davis made a huge play. Otherwise, Baltimore likely would have led 21-3. Where's this going to be spotted?
You know, he was going to make it until he hit Alex Lewis. Alex Lewis is really the one that knocked him behind the chains.
Well, yeah, they're going to give him the first. Put the chains down?
Tomlin's saying, you tell me.
Yeah. I mean, these are so tough. You can challenge, but how do you win when it's 6 inches? That was a good shot right there. He wasn't going to let a challenge here.
There you go. Take a look. Lewis hits him. Where's the ball laying down?
Got it right.
If you want to let it go.
At the 42 after the first down. And now I guess Tomlin's going to challenge it. These are very difficult, obviously, to win. You need to find a landmark. You got to see when he was down, where exactly the ball was. You got to get some replays where the ball or somebody's going to obscure where it is.
Is challenging the ruling on the field of the runner's progress as related to a first down.
All right. Is it first down or is it fourth down? Don't touch that dial.
Well, who's still here? Let me get a little bit of a roll call.
Secure mobile banking from Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Not growing. Is there something wrong with me?
Are we just a couple of freaks?
We live in a society that fixates on the female form.
I'm just trying to be normal.
This is vodka. Hey, listen, you want me sharp or what?
My girl needs to act up. Go to your room. I'm already in my room. You go to your room.
That
Was beautiful. No. Mom, bus is here. Let's go.
This week on The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Welcomes, Megan Mullally, Nick Offerman, and Post Malone. All new Tonight Show this week.
So, Tomlin did not win the challenge. The ruling stands. There wasn't enough evidence to overturn it. And by a couple of inches, the Baltimore Ravens keep the ball, move the chains, have it at their own 42-yard line with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Don't you feel all the steam out of the building, though, compared to that first half?
At the moment. Throws, he's caught, and fighting for the first down is Mark Andrews to the 47-yard line. Back to the marking of the play. You need something conclusive. And Terry McCauley, how did you see this one?
Yeah, really, I don't even have any idea. Usually you think you know one way or another. He may or may not get it. He's out in space. There's no point of reference, as you said earlier. You've got to have clear and obvious evidence that he didn't make it. So they did the right thing by letting it stand.
And now Flacco will throw deep downfield for Brown, and it's busted up at the goal line. Joe Hayden got back there to break it up on what would have been a 53-yard touchdown.
Boy, I tell you, even when a free safety is in the middle of the field, Brown is so fast, he's getting behind. That free safety's supposed to be deepest, and he's nowhere close. Hayden doesn't make that play. That was some play right there. That's why he has been the best. It's amazing. He got cut by the Browns and then signed a 3-year, $27 million contract.
Flacco gets chased. TJ Watt forces him to throw it away. That's going to make it 3rd down and 10 now from the 47-yard line.
Well, now you can just bet on it. Something elaborate is coming out of this defense. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but you could basically watch the front. You'll see about 7 or 8 people right around the line of scrimmage, and probably 4 or 5 of them are coming. You just don't know who. And as an offensive lineman, as a quarterback, you're just guessing.
And Butler, defensive coordinator, what's he going to call here? 3rd and 10. Flacco complete to the 32-yard line to Tim White. So the return man makes his first grab of the night, first down.
So they do not, again, they're just playing man coverage. This 2 deep, that has been their scheme tonight. So they just rush 4 and a 3rd down and 10. Almost un-Steeler-like.
Bringing the 3rd back, the next third. A rookie. And you can see what he can do. Rookie free agent out of Alcorn State. They lost Kenneth Dixon, went to injured reserve in the opener with a knee. So the number 3 back here picks up 4, 2nd and 6.
Marshall Yonda, we talked about him, 6 straight Pro Bowls. And right there. And He'll be working against John Bostic up the field here. He can get to that second level, and now that he's getting healthier and healthier, such a factor.
To the outside drop. Nick Boyle, first time he's been targeted into the game. First third down, another crucial third down for Flacco and company.
Well, now, if in fact they blitz, you take a shot at trying to drive them out of field goal range. So Joe Flacco has to be very smart here and understand, yes, it's really important to try and pick this up, but job one is do not take a sack.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, 47-yard field goal if they don't gain a yard. And they've got maybe the best kicker in football coming on. Third down and 6. Flacco fires and traffic nearly intercepted. Crabtree was the intended receiver. You had pressure put on by Bud Dupree, and now they'll send Tucker in. I mean, Tucker is amazing. You look at some of the things that this guy has done, and Tucker is now in his 7th year in the league. If he has the second half of a career like the first, they can make some room in camp along with Morton Anderson and Stenroot. 90% field goals. Average length is 38.5 yards. Average length of dismisses 50.1. He's never missed an extra point. This to give them the lead from 47. Through the uprights. And so the Ravens, who had a 14-0 lead at one point, saw that evaporate, are back up by 3.
5 missed field goals the last 3 years, and 3 of those 5 were blocks. The other 2 were 50-plus. This guy has just been unbelievable. And that combination, Tucker, Sam Cooke, and Morgan Cox, have been together for a long time.
Well, 2 place kickers in the Hall of Fame, Morton Anderson, Jan Stenroot. I'm not saying he's going to go in right now, but I mean, he's off to a pretty good start. The other guy who's certainly going to go in is Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, Justin Tucker can sing opera in 7 different languages, just as a sign.
Yes, he can. 7 languages. Vinatieri today for Indianapolis also set the all-time NFL record for most field goals in a career. The Steelers are going to get it with a little less than 4 minutes to go in the third.
You know, how the second half magic where the Ravens defense is kicking in again.
It's going to be fielded, dropped, and picked up again at the 18-yard line. It's the Roosevelt Knicks. Fullback by trade. Playing the Play Football Celebration football year-round, whether it's flag or tackle, the NFL and USA Football are committed to providing rewarding experiences on and off the field. To learn more, playfootball.com. Visit that site. Bulldogs watching pregame from the sidelines.
Well, anytime you see a little slowdown on this offense, you can't help but think a little bit about Le'Veon Bell. I know that's a complete side story here, but he had a way of leading a few big plays coming out of that backfield passing game.
Lost a 2 here. How about a mom's perspective on football? Who better than our lady, Michelle?
Well, Al, my son Tyler plays fusion football, which is geared towards 7th and 8th graders. It's a cross between flag and tackle. They wear helmets and shoulder pads, but in order to register a tackle, you have to pull off one of those yellow plastic bars that's clipped onto the jersey, and sometimes you have to wrap a guy up in order to do that, so there's some physicality to it, but it's a good way for kids to get experience while minimizing collisions.
Is number 70 in the same league with Tyler? Is that the next game that was coming up?
Tyler's kind of a Drew Brees of a quarterback.
I got you.
Second and 12. Roethlisberger has that one batted. And incomplete as a third down at 12. Michael Pierce. Mosley was there as well. In a minute, third and 12.
Yeah, sometimes with Terrell Suggs, you just have to let him use his own momentum to go on around, and Villanueva is just doing anything he can to keep T. Sizzle off of his quarterback. And we see Ben so many times with pump fakes. I think he was trying to do one there, and the ball just got away. That doesn't happen very often.
Third and 12. appeared to be ready to catch it and couldn't. Fourth down.
Yeah, tried to hit Antonio Brown right out of the break. He really had another moment here to make this throw. Plenty of time, perfect protection, and it just the timing of the break and the throw was just off. That was a chance for a huge catch and run by Antonio Brown, and that's a couple of misses now by Ben.
Far behind him, fourth down. Very slick. Here comes called for it. And White makes it at the 31-yard line. Manifest, Monday's #1 drama. Discover why critics call it one of the big shows of the fall. Instant Hit Manifest. You can see it tomorrow. Last year, as Dan Jenkins used to say on NBC.
Well, we've hit on it a little bit, but these two outside linebackers have flip-flopped sides this season. Bud Dupree going to the defensive right, T.J. Watt to the left. And we talked about Dupree and his speed. It's really helped him to be on the blind side. But for T.J. Watt, he's very much a vision player. He gets to watch the quarterback now. He's knocked down a bunch of passes, and he's really been effective covering the tight end when he has to play coverage.
The outside goes Alex Chillin. Flag. Oh, man, I got a little shoving going on the sidelines. Williams. The hold against the Ravens.
Offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's Marshall Yanda, the all-pro right guard.
Yeah, didn't quite get around Watt on that one and just reached with his right arm out and around. Very much the emotional leader of everything in this offensive line bunch here. You'll see Watt sort of set the edge, and there's that little reach around that the officials saw or thought they saw.
Hey, Robbie's on one. Hey, you load it, load it.
Into the backfield on first and 20. Flacco has that one knocked away and may have been a fumble as he has to collect it himself on the ground.
Second down.
Second and 20. Incomplete.
I think Flacco got confused on the play. His tight end went out to the left and started to circle back under, and I don't think Flacco was expecting that to happen. He had to get on it. The coach starts looking around on the sideline. Well, he might have a good second down and 25 or whatever it is here. They're called incomplete.
Changed it.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete pass.
So the flag comes out from the Ravens?
Yeah, I think he wants it back. I think that's what he was saying. That it was incomplete, not a fumble.
Exactly. I mean, there's no reason if the pass is
The
incomplete.
game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 2:28. The pass was ruled an incomplete pass at that point.
Right, so the clock kept rolling because the clock operator thought that it was a fumble. Terry, you agree with this?
This is a fumble. I mean, once you don't have the tuck rule anymore, once you start bringing the ball back to your body and lose it, then it becomes a fumble. This should have been a fumble with somewhat of a loss of yardage.
Instead, they call it incomplete. You got Lamar Jackson in the game with Flacco. And you got the pass caught by Nick Boyle. Nice gain out to the 31-yard line. They're about 11 shy of a first. The third down coming up now.
I tell you what, Marty Morningweg is really coming up with some stuff here. They're going to send Jackson this way. They're going to show a screen that way and then come back with a tight end screen underneath. So they are really trying to misdirect what's going on with this Steeler defense. Picked up part of it anyway.
Third down and 11.
12 players on defense. Pittsburgh, 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Third down is 6 now.
Well, maybe we'll clean up now that one in the first half. They were trying to hustle somebody off the field. He didn't get off the field, but fortunately for them, there were only 11 to begin with, so they would have played that play with 10.
Steelers lead coming into the game, leading the league in penalties and penalty yardage. First for the season, you saw the graphic there, but they number one after 3 weeks in penalties. Very uncommon one. 3rd and 6. He throws, Speed makes the catch, stays on his feet, takes it to the midfield strike, first down. Away from Aiden with a minute and 15 and ticking down, 14-yard gain.
Really just a 3-man rush that time out of the Steelers as they're just going to try and go coverage. And everybody across the board with 2 deep safeties to help, and Willie Speed gets free. So actually in the biggest plays of this game now, we have not seen pressure brought by the Steelers. And now the Ravens starting to take advantage.
They got Lamar Jackson. You can find him at the bottom of the screen. Lining up as a receiver, and Jackson around the short side of the field. Picks up close to 5 yards, so he's 2nd down and 5. Yeah, Lamar tonight has carried the ball 3 times for 16 yards.
Yeah, more and more now, we're starting to see 2 quarterbacks being used. We saw it with the Saints today. They had a little bit of this package in there as well, and here come the Ravens. So you thought it would evolve as the season went along with Lamar Jackson. But it's a lot to try and defend when you're on the defensive side.
Working quite a bit tonight. And Allen and Collins both in the backfield. Flacco will send it out to Allen for a very short gain. Cameron Sutton makes the stop, and that's going to take us into the final quarter. We have played 3 in this great rivalry, and the score is Baltimore 17, Pittsburgh 14. Sunday Night Football resumes after these messages.
There's another new hit drama joining This Is Us on NBC Tuesdays. New Amsterdam. See why fans love this show.
We can only help people if we ourselves take risks.
New Amsterdam, Tuesday on NBC, and stream anytime.
Thursday, the premiere of Will and Grace with David Schwimmer.
You flirted with me.
I mean, when you talked and I didn't stop you?
And for Amy Poehler, the premiere of I Feel Bad.
Anti-aging serum for face is looking like your father's elbow.
NBC Comedy Thursday. Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take Ford F-150, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom. Look who just saved a stack of cash on the most awarded brand in J.D. Power Initial Quality. And it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. It's buy now time, people.
Hurry in for 0% financing for 72 months on F-150 or get up to $11,500 total savings plus $1,000 military first responder bonus cash.
Hey, congrats on ranking highest by J.D. Power for internet service satisfaction this year.
Oh, thank you.
And on being ranked #1 in customer satisfaction compared to cable.
Well, the 100% fiber optic network deserves the credit, so.
And he's humble.
So, I should probably go get started.
Do you need me to watch the vet?
No, I'm good.
You deserve the best. Get Fios, the most awarded network. 100% fiber optic network. 100% phenomenal.
Everyone knows the 5 senses.
But what if we told you?
There's more. Elusive, sensational.
Coaxed out only under ideal circumstances.
We can't fully describe it, but you'll know it.
When you feel it.
We call it the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in to lease a 2018 BMW X3 X-Drive 30i for $469 per month.
Make 11 is today.
We'll start up every day. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Downtown Pittsburgh, PA. Aerial coverage being brought to you by Geico. Al Michaels, Chris Collins, with yourself to Foya Heinz Field. Sunday Night Football go to the 4th quarter. Bengals won today. Baltimore 2-1. Pittsburgh won 1-1. And Cleveland losing in overtime. Out at Oakland. Harbaugh, Tomlin. Jackson's going to take the snap here on a 3rd down and 3. Jackson's going to come up a little bit short.
They go for it here, though. You're in that no man's land right here. We'll be really surprised if they do anything but go for it. They're at least going to line up to go for it.
For sure. They've got it's about a yard and a half. Ball just inside the 42, I think it's to the 40-yard line. So it's a long yard. Not the longest, but a long one. Collins is the back. Broncos will take a timeout. And we will return in 30 seconds.
There are roadside attractions, and then there's our world-famous on-road attraction, the 2019 GLC. Lease the GLC 300 for just $469 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
All right, let's take a look at this decision. Our Sunday Night Football predictive analysis, 4th and 1 for Pittsburgh's 41. A lot of things factor in, but chance of winning if they convert 69%. So a huge play if they're stopped. Falls all the way to 53%, and if you punt, 59%. So just about what you would think, but that 69% number, if you convert here, looms large.
You do stand Anita too?
Absolutely.
4th and 1, they will go for it, and they will get it. As Chris Moore, wide receiver, took the give, runs for the first down, moves to 6.
Yeah, it's not often. Back in the old days, the idea of giving it to your smallest wide receiver on 4th down and 1, one of the biggest moments of the game, might have been unheard of for Vince Lombardi, but in today's football, speed kills, and it killed the Steelers on that one.
Predictive analysis had more, about 4% of the time getting that. Blacko. About 5 yards to Max Williams, your guy out of Minnesota.
Now, Max Williams is really the guy who ends up in the backfield a lot. He plays quite a bit of the fullback position, and they have a lot of versatility. And I can't wait to watch Hayden Hurst. You could tell that Joe Flacco was really excited. Spent a lot of time working with him and really liked him.
Has to eat it. Hargrave is there to take him down. And make it 3rd down. And let's call it 3rd and 7.
This time, Ronnie Stanley, an offensive lineman, flanks out there to try and draw a little attention that way. You can see the Steelers scrambling around trying to figure out what to do with that. They should have thrown it to Stanley. I'm not sure.
I hear you. 3rd and 7.
Haven't blitzed yet. Let's see if they do. Nope.
3-man rush. Sneed. And he'll back his way to the 31-yard line. Sensabaugh makes the tackle. That makes it 4th down. And brings in Tucker and company.
Yeah, I mean, now it's easy, right? Still a ton of time left on this clock. Pile up the points.
49-yard attempt, 14 consecutive field goals made. Loves this ballpark. Not a lot of kickers do. But the conditions tonight are perfect. Cook puts it down. And Tucker. Good again to make it a 6-point game. In Pittsburgh. Good one. Again. 20-14. Well,
Adults are just kids with much, much better toys. Introducing the 2018 C-Class sedan, coupe, and cabriolet. The thrills keep getting better. Lease the C300 sedan for $399 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Sorry. That's all right.
It's not really all right.
We need to date more rock stars.
We're not dating.
Let's play.
Come on. Come on, Squirt.
Whatever your financial goals are, a U.S. Bank Wealth Management Advisor can help make them a reality. Talk to one today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Verizon. The best unlimited is on Verizon, America's most awarded network. And by U.S. Bank, the power of possible. Destination movie exhibit on display behind History Center here in Pittsburgh. Features the Apollo 11 remaining lot. Columbia. Next one, the 50th anniversary of the day that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin got to the moon. Michael Collins along for the ride outside to pick him up. Half century later. Touch back here. All right, let's talk about Le'Veon Bell for a second. Not here. Most people know the situation. Wants a long-term contract. The Steelers have entertained trade offers, but it's going to be very difficult to trade him. And one of the reasons he doesn't want to sign the tender is the fact, same thing that happened to Earl Thomas today. Earl Thomas wanted a longer contract, wasn't practicing, broken leg, out for the season.
Yeah, they want the security of those long-term deals not playing out the last year of a deal. And so it gets ugly. And this one has gotten ugly. But the problem is, how do you trade him? Because basically, you can't offer him a contract until the end of the season. Then he'd be a free agent.
Ben drops it over the middle. It's caught by James Conner out to the 40-yard line. So that's the type of thing, of course, that Bell does. But you look at the running game tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have 11 carries for 19 yards. So it's a one-dimensional game.
Yeah, it is, with an exceptional offensive line. But more and more, you get the feeling that this team is going to run through Ben Roethlisberger. And I think Ben is just fine with that.
Slings it to the outside, low and outside. As James Conner was the intended receiver, it'll be second down.
So James Conner has been really good. I mean, let's face it, Joe Flacco would love to have him too. He's been elusive, he's made big plays, he's caught the ball, and he's not Le'Veon Bell. You know, all those things are actually true at the same time.
Bell not playing, costing her $850,000 a week. Water stand.
There are a lot of things now.
Second down and 10. And this ball over the middle. Taken down about 5 yards shy is Smith-Schuster. Just to finish up on Bell. If they trade him, somebody would have to give Pittsburgh something. You'd rent the guy because you couldn't negotiate with him until the end of the year, then you might lose him.
So basically, if you're in a situation where you could use a hired gun until the end of the season and you were that confident, had that big a need, maybe, but that's a lot for a little there because the Steelers are going to want a lot.
Three wides and fight against 6 defensive backs on third down and 5. And it's fired and incomplete. Anthony Levine comes in and busts it up, fourth down.
A nice read by Levine there, just reading the eyes of Ben Roethlisberger. He looked like originally he was going to blitz on the play and then just backs right underneath this route to Antonio Brown and gets his hands on the football. So it has been what was so explosive at the end of the first half for the Steelers offense has been nothing in the second.
Jordan Berry. Here comes Paul lead, 7-yard line by White. 10-17 left in regulation.
Not long ago, Rhonda started here. And then more jobs began to appear. These techs in a lab, this builder in a hard hat, the welders and electricians do all of that. The diner staffed up because they all needed lunch. Teachers, doctors, jobs grew a bunch. What started with one job spread all around because each job in energy creates many more in this town. Energy lives here.
Geico has over 75 years of great savings and service. With such a long history, it's easy to trust Geico. Thank you, Todd. It's not just easy, it's being a master of hypnotism easy. Hey, I got your text. Sleep. Doug, when I snap my fingers, you're going to clean my gutters.
Ooh, I should clean your gutters.
Great idea.
It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Todd, you'll go make me a frittata.
McDonald's new Trick Treat Win game has 1 in 4 odds of winning instantly, so you won't really need luck. Don't miss your chance to win your share of over 100 million prizes. Hurry in to play Trick Treat Win. Starts Friday.
DAZN, the new way to watch my sports. Watch every moment from over 70 fight nights a year. Whenever you want, wherever you want. Let's get ready to rumble on DAZN.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you that Chevy won a J.D. Power Dependability Award for its midsize car, the Chevy Malibu. I forgot, Chevy also won a J.D. Power Dependability Award for its light-duty truck, the Chevy Silverado. Oh, and since the Chevy Equinox and Traverse also won, Chevy is the only brand to earn the J.D. Power Dependability Award across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row. Third time's a charm.
Welcome to Wednesday Night Hockey. Boston brings it to D.C., where the champs will raise their Stanley Cup banner. And later, Erik Karlsson makes his Sharks debut. It's a Wednesday Night Hockey doubleheader on NBCSN.
In a situation like this, Renegade places rocking.
They just showed every highlight of every big hit on Joe Flacco he's had in his career.
He starts from the 8 on this drive. And the ball is handed off to Collins for a very short game. Flag is down up at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think this is when football is at its most interesting. Team with the lead and the ball and backed up and decisions. Or how aggressive are you defensively? You'll take some chances and blitz.
The hands in the face. Defense number 91. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play and an automatic first down.
So that was a gain of 1 plus 5. Snap on to it. Automatic first down at the 14-yard line.
Take a look. There's Tuitt right there. Yep. His hands right up under the chin strap of Marshall Young. A good call.
Pretty clear. Flacco 23 of 35. Juggles, throws, and caught. And spun down at the 21-yard line is Nick Boyle. Taken down by John Bostic. Second down and 3 after a gain of 7.
Yeah, they've been really pretty safe in the secondary. For the most part, they have been playing 2 deep safeties, and you just have to wonder, all the big plays the Steelers defense has given up already this year and already in this game, are they just afraid to leave these corners one-on-one?
Second and 4.5, and as to the deep third down and short. Forward progress stopping Collins. Just shy of the line to gain. Third down.
Now, there's just so much flexibility within this offense now. Of course, Ozzie Newsome, the one that put this team together and drafted tight ends and signed free agent wide receivers. But those 3 tight ends have given them a lot of versatility with what Marty Morningwright can do.
Speaking of Ozzie, he'll step aside in the offseason for Eric DeCosta as Flacco on a roll, throws wide open, first down and a lot more. And chucking his way to the 45-yard line is Max Williams.
That's Vance McDonald. Impersonation. They end up going with an unbalanced this line right over here, and I think it just basically distracted them because then they were able to bring everybody all the way across the ball there to come up with that play.
Max Williams, he scored 5 tonight, 22 yards there.
That was a heck of a play. Did you see that? Max Williams was lined up right next to the center and just off the ball, making him an eligible receiver.
Allen to the 50-yard line, and the flag comes in at the end of the play. Tick under 8 minutes remaining. Tony Correnti.
Holding. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Holding on the side, and Mark Andrews.
Let's go back and take a look at this third down play. Right there is Max Williams, and he's going to run his route from there because he's off the ball. So obviously nobody knows to cover him. John Bostic at least saw him and went out and tried to make a play, but very, very clever play design by Marty Morgan.
Beautiful. Can't think of the last time I saw that.
I've never seen that.
Huh? It's white. First and 18. Over for me. Lance Turner takes the ball out to the 49-yard line.
Well, they're staying with their strategy, the Pittsburgh Steelers are, which is basically they simply are not going to blitz. They brought 3 again when they had them backed up in a long yardage situation. So basically this game, and I just got to believe it's due in large part to the fact that they just have not had success covering down the field. They don't want to put those quarterbacks in that position.
2nd and 7. Defense. First down.
Well, yeah, here's the yin and the yang of it. Yeah, you're going to rush 4 and you're going to try and play coverage. But if you don't get any pressure on them at all, then you're not playing coverage. Here's where the coverage breakdown seems to happen right there. They just simply could not come up with anybody in this throw. And the biggest risk, the big hit at the end of the play, too. That was.
No call. They're bleeding the clock here. Number 6 to play. Here's Collins. Collins taking for a gain of 5 yards to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and now I'm all for being aggressive. But you have arguably the best kicker in the history of the National Football League, right?
Right.
And you're sitting there with a 6-point lead, and now you've got an injured linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So Tucker gets loose. Right now they are already at the 29, so you'd be looking at a 47-yard field goal, clearly within his range is up to the Allegheny River.
And remember, Pittsburgh did burn 1 timeout on that challenge.
L.J. Ford, number 54, comes in. There he is. Confusion here on defense on 2nd down and 5. And the handoff goes to Allen, and he's going to pick up a first down. So this is exactly the drive Wolver was looking for. Not only proficient, but they've had the ball now for almost 5 minutes, and clearly in field goal range.
Yeah, and John Harbaugh's got a little power football of his own here. Give that big pulling guard Alex Lewis a chance to get around. Fullback Patrick Ricard. Buck Allen, who is just a workhorse on this football team, does a lot of the dirty work around here. And that was huge. Just going to burn a good chunk of the clock.
10th play of the drive. 5 runs, 4 passes. Pass number 5 will be juggled and caught. Snead is there. Joe Hayden with really good coverage, but Snead hauls it in. Good night for Snead. 6 catches for 56.
There he is. He really has been a bit of an X factor down here When they needed that play, remember the one right before the half, and we were saying they need somebody to break the momentum of everything the Steelers were doing. It was Snead there, and it's Snead here.
And it's Jackson here to take the snap. Throwing everything at him. Hands the ball off to Allen. He takes it to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down. Pittsburgh stays home next week. They've got Atlanta here. Ravens stay in the division and go to Cleveland.
Say, I thought Marty Morningweg had a great game plan a week ago for the Baltimore Ravens on offense. This one may be even more creative. They are doing a lot of stuff for the Steelers to deal with.
I'll tell you, that play with Williams lining up behind the guard, like opposite the B gap, amazing. Flacco throws low, and it's incomplete. Intended for a Crabtree with 3rd down and 6. Of course, somebody will say tomorrow, oh, we ran that in high school 20 years ago.
I'm sure they did. Sure they did. But this is... I never like to sound conservative because I just don't believe it in my heart, but I am not turning the football over right here. I am taking this lead out to 9 points. No way.
Yeah, make it a 2-possession game. With about 3.5 to go by the time they would get it back. Flacco to the back of the end zone and throws it out of the end zone. So now, clock stopped at 3:40, 4th down, and Tucker comes in.
But the clock stopped.
It did, yeah.
You know, you run the football right there, and they either have to take a timeout or it runs another 40 seconds off that clock. So, I put the kibosh on him, too.
Yes, you did. I don't think nobody can put the kibosh on Tucker, though.
You're taking a full shot, aren't you? The next time you're here will be a claim.
I don't think so. Cook will put it down. That's perfect. Odds-on favorite. 2-possession game, 9-1 lead.
Look around. With artificial intelligence, we are not crawling or walking, we are flying. Microsoft AI helps an architect bring history back to life. This is now. AI helps farmers grow more food with less resources. An engineer explores how AI can help the deaf see sound. Innovation creates tomorrow, and tomorrow is here today.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you that Chevy won the J.D. Power Dependability Award for its midsize car, the Chevy Malibu. I forgot, Chevy also won a J.D. Power Dependability Award for its light-duty truck, the Chevy Silverado. Oh, and since the Chevy Equinox and Traverse also won, Chevy is the only brand to earn the J.D. Power Dependability Award across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row. 3rd time's a charm.
First Man is as close as you will ever get to being on the moon. It's an immersive experience nobody has done before.
You are now leaving in Earth orbit.
First Man is the best movie of the year.
Will you look at that? Unbelievable.
It will leave you floored.
5 seconds of mandatory abort. Learn the manual.
First Man, rated PG-13.
Hey, it's iPhone season at Sprint, and that means you can get the amazing new iPhone XS.
And it has a 5.8-inch Super Retina OLED display. Now that's a reason to party.
And did you know it's on a network built for unlimited?
I just wanted to press the button.
Switch to Sprint and we'll give you a new iPhone XS to use with eligible trade-in. That's right, $0 per month on us.
More and more people are discovering Manifest, TV's #1 news show.
Where did that plane go for 5.5 years?
Be a part of the phenomenon.
If anyone is asking, it's someone on that plane.
Manifest, tomorrow after The Voice, and stream anytime.
9-point lead for the Ravens on this Sunday night. It was 14-all at the half. With 3:37, Steelers have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. And we got Switzer back to possibly return the kick. Tucker does here. He's going to bang it through the end zone. There's a flag down at the 40-yard line. This year, of course, you have to be within a yard. Everybody else within a yard of where the ball is kicked off from. Can't have a running start. Corey will tell us in a second if they could have lined up illegally. We will know shortly. Still not sure.
Kicking team offside, number 31. Pittsburgh has exercised the option to have the 5-yard penalty added to the end of the touchback. It'll be first down at the 30-yard line.
Let's go back to that. We talked about that play, which nobody had seen, certainly not Chris or myself. And there's the Williams lined up. There he is. Chris is circling him. We're going to bring in Terry McCauley, our rules expert, after the play, and have Terry weigh in on this. Very interesting. Work of the 3rd and 1 play. Roethlisberger pump fake and then throws and shovel and tipped and incomplete intended for James Conner. Terry, walk us through this right now as you see the alignment.
Sure. For this play to be legal, this player cannot be breaking the waistline of the snapper with any part of his body. This is really, really close. It's a trick play. If he'd have been on a tight end or wing position, not too technical, wouldn't call it. But this is a trick play. You got to be perfectly legal. I think this should have been a foul.
Do you think the officials saw it? I mean, it happened so fast. I didn't see it.
That never would have jumped out in real time.
Second down and 10, but it worked for Baltimore. Roethlisberger's going to air it out, and it's going to be incomplete at the 40-yard line, intended for the rookie out of Oklahoma, James Washington, Brandon Carr, covering 3rd and 10.
You know he's had a really nice game tonight? Brandon Carr.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made a lot of plays. If this is going to end up being his final start, which who knows now with Jimmy Smith coming back, but I don't think Brandon Carr is wanting that streak to end.
Yeah, he's on James Washington. That's being Stillwater, not in Norman, Oklahoma State. Wide to the right.
That's
3rd down and 10.
Like Weddle up on the end of the line of scrimmage, but yeah, here he comes back.
Protection's great. And then it's intercepted. It's Anthony Levine. And he'll run it back to the 26-yard line. Anthony Levine. Special teams standout. Getting some action here tonight. And Pittsburgh is 3 of 11 tonight on 3rd down.
Levine's going to go that way, and then unexpectedly, as far as Ben was concerned, come back underneath it the other way. He just simply never saw it.
Ravens are a team that has led the league in interceptions in each of the last 2 seasons.
I tell you, Al, if you would have told me when Pittsburgh was on that roll in the second quarter that was going to be it for their offense, that was going to be the 14 points that they scored, I don't think I would have believed it. But once again, in the second half, the Ravens defense has simply been sensational.
No touchdowns allowed. This is the 4th game of the year. They work on the clock right now. And not only that, look at that. 2-yard gain into a first down.
Well, you're seeing more and more when they need a play. What do? They're going right behind as they do the da-da-da-da goodbyes cheer over there. That big stud right there. Marshall Young has been one of the best, if not the best, offensive line in the NFL now for an extended period of time. And now that they've really settled that group, they look good. Joe Flacco looks confident, and these new receivers are making plays, and this defense is stout, especially in the biggest moments of the game.
16. And Pittsburgh will take a time. You know, Chris, we came into town, and we'll talk about when we come back to the other side of the break.
Hey guys, today
Today we're here to talk about trucks.
A lot of trucks.
What the heck is that? What truck brand comes from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road?
I think it's a Chevy.
Ford. Is it Ford? No, it's not Ford. It's Ram. Is it Ram? Not Ram. It's Chevy. That's right. From the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road.
Gorgeous. Chevy hit out of the ballpark with these.
Oh boy.
Hey, Joy. A lot of people, not a lot of party.
Yeah, Daryl needs to put the play in the playlist.
I can't stream out here. Joy can. She's got the new iPhone on Verizon.
Just got it. Best phone, best network.
Nice. And only Verizon gives you 6 months of free Apple Music. Daryl, no. Read the room.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
I did it.
Yeah, DJ!
Hey, what you bringing to football?
Freshness? Know how to ATL do?
Bring it. That way.
Can I bring my swag? Superpowers?
Tell 'em.
Can I bring my crew?
Bring 'em.
We meet again.
Cowboys! Definitely bring that. They're bringing it. How about you? What do you bring?
Wednesday,
You ready, people? We're going to war.
Chicago Fire, men, and PD come together for an unprecedented television event.
Hold on to me and don't let go.
The Chicago Fire crossover event, Wednesday at 7 Central on NBC.
On to the Lone Star State. Sunday Night Football next week. Dallas, Houston. Football night starts at 7 Eastern time. Both teams coming off dramatic wins today. Cowboys coming from behind. They beat Detroit 26-24, and then a crazy one in overtime. Each team to kick the field goal. Houston got a chance at the end to kick one and did. We'll see Ezekiel Elliott next week. Deshaun Watson. It will be Dallas and Houston on Sunday Night Football. Look. Second down and 9 here. Hands the ball to Allen. And Pittsburgh could take a timeout here, and then we will stop once more at the 2-minute warning. The first one I was mentioning before, we come into town, and the teeth gnashing here was about the Steeler defense. Kansas City disaster last week. Gave up a lot of points at the end, held on. Now, you look at the offense tonight. I mean, hard to believe, but the Pittsburgh Steelers in the second half, 47 total yards.
Hey, Ravens' number one defense coming into this game, so much for the streak of 3 straight 300-yard games by Ben Roethlisberger. But I do have to say, those early burns on the part of this secondary, getting beat deep, I think had an impact on the play calling of Keith Ledger as well on the defensive side. You're so used to in those moments seeing the Steelers coming after the quarterback. I don't think they felt comfortable, and as a result, Joe Flacco had a huge night.
This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third down and 10 here. The toss goes to Allen. Gets to the 13-yard line. Well, the Ravens came into the game number 1 in total defense, meaning they allowed the fewest yards. And tonight they've given up a total of 284. They may be close to retaining that spot.
Wink Martindale's doing a heck of a job as well. We talked about Marty Morningweg, but Martindale came in, and he plays a lot like the Pittsburgh Steelers play. He will put a lot of flash and dash around that line of scrimmage, but his secondary is better. Martindale is going to have a very stout secondary to deal with here moving forward. They get Jimmy Smith back. Brandon Carr, who was brilliant out there tonight, is basically going to be the sixth man coming off the bench, if I can use a basketball reference.
You can.
So that makes it, and really the two safeties tonight, they're just so smart. Eric Weddle is the coach on the field. John Harbaugh has already told us the minute he's finished playing, whenever that might be, I'm immediately offering him a job. And Tony Jefferson, with that play in the first quarter, really turned things early in this game.
Bring Tucker in to try to make it 4 for 4. He's picked up from 47, 49, and 28. So the Ravens fly home after the game and then head back to Ohio next week and take on the Cleveland Browns. Looking their wounds after a crazy game in Oakland. I mean, just loony. 31-yard attempt. Throw again. Field goal made on their last 4 possessions. And coming up after the game, we will have for you the Volkswagen post-game report. Michelle on the field with the stars of the game. Liam McHugh wrapping it up from here. Peter King's Football Morning America preview. Chris and I will take a look ahead to next Sunday's matchup in Houston. And that's coming up right after this game. What have we learned?
Well, start, folks.
We learned the national...